gentlemen, the winner of this contest.
SDL. Two bad bitches, one hot track. Speed through CCA, bitch. Two bad bitches, one hot track. Hello, hello. It's that B3 flow. You said you know me? I think you don't. My friends are rich and you're looking hella bro. With Matt, I'm the real rough rider. Can't keep up, my arms must be tired. Slow-mo, super villain, Zack Snyder. You talk shit, but I know you're a subscriber. DSL on our lips cause we're naughty. Hannah Montana acting like Miley. We can't stop cause we're the life of the party. Got your man squirming Scotty too haughty. SGL with a $sign, yo. B3CCA with the 3 cause I'm cool. Face hat, ass fat, say that. Two bad bitches, one hot track. Haters on your grip, that's priceless. Haters got no dishes, that's wifeless. Diamonds in my mouth, I'm priceless. Always ready for a fight, come try us. You thought I'm a thotty, you thought wrong. Just a hottie with a body and a thong. You wanna fight, let's get bloody like Carrie. I'm queen of the prom. SDL with a $sign, ho. B3CCA with a 3 cause I'm cool. Top of the Indies now on top of the charts. We're spending our cash and breaking your hearts. Cool. Back at SDL, bitch. Me and Steph are the dream that's inception. Face hat, fast ass, big money, stay hat. Two bad bitches, one hot track. It's two bad bitches, one hot track. Two bad bitches, one hot track. B3CCA with the 3 cause I'm cool. Top of the Indies now on top of the charts. We're spending our cash and breaking your heart. Two bad bitches, one hot track.
We don't want to make false accusations here on the program, Brian. We do not want to accuse people of behavior, either unsavory behavior, possibly criminal behavior, certainly behavior that shouldn't be imitated. We don't want to do that if they're not guilty of it.
If you want outlaw but shows, you know just where to go. Tony Khan.
And a Game 6 is far more likely than a Game 7. And
It is a fast-acting viral strain that infects the host immediately, and upon getting sick, the infected will become racked with coughs, sweat profusely, and start to get the shivers and chills.
There he is, the legend. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. You can't literally run a promotion just for the AEW, what do they call them, sickos?
Thank you very much, TikTok and AEW. See you tonight.
Tony Khan started telling people there's no such thing as long-term booking anymore. It's week to week.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
Because we just secured the bag.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It was just sort of happened naturally. But it was never something I intended. It was just something that happened because the wrestlers asked me to do things in matches, and I do them.
If you run a promotion just for the sickos, you're going to do 400,000 viewers eventually.
Mother effing melts. You know that SmackDown actually went over and everything?
Yeah.
You know,
what's the point?
The point of SmackDown.
What are you getting at here?
That the DVRs didn't pick it up.
Did they not pick it up?
You know, mine didn't.
Let's get into everybody's favorite moment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week.
What would you like to listen to in your ears?
I'd like to hear the flute.
Well, if you'd like to flaunt your flute, then we can find you a flautist.
We have just secured the bag.
It doesn't help me.
Okay, so complain, but
I will complain.
Let me out of my misery.
And when I heard that, I was like, what?
Thank you, fuck you, bye. Boom.
you got to run a promotion for everybody. The sickos can be the ones that buy tickets first and spend the most money on the merchandise.
Because we have just secured the bag.
But, like, you got to promote for everybody. Then you'll have a lot of viewers.
I think we proved a lot of so-called experts. We made them look like idiots. We're not going anywhere. Tony Khan's not going anywhere.
You'll also be there on TNT. You'll be in 2 places in a month. You'll be around like my favorite movie. Lifetime. So great, Pittsburgh.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It sort of happened naturally.
The best guy's Tony Khan.
To keep themselves safe.
Then moved to the far side of the cart, and then Michael Jackson came in, and
Just by himself.
He's by himself with a couple security guards, and he came over. He goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry about making you move." And I said, "It's okay, brother. Not a big deal, man. It's all cool. I get it."
Did you know it was him?
Oh yeah. I really didn't talk to him other than that to say it was cool. That's the only time I've met him was when they made us move down and get out of his way. You know, I don't think they wanted us looking at him or anything. But he came down and apologized.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he look like little, or did he seem like kind of not? What did he seem like?
I don't know. I was just sitting down, and he looked like he does on TV to me. You know, he had the black hat on, and he was all covered up and had the glove, this thin glove on.
Because he was like, that must have been interesting for you to see him,
yeah,
right?
My daughter Brooke was flipping. You know, she was like 7 or 8 years old. I can't remember. But that's the only time I ever met him. He was real polite, but the security guards were pricks.
Yeah.
But I understand why they had to do it. I get it.
Yeah, he's probably paying him a lot.
Yeah, plus he didn't want his picture taken and didn't want to be asked for autographs, so I get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to yet another eclectic edition of PWT Live Show, episode 160.
Yeah.
We had, a 9+ hour live stream yesterday. And look, it's already 240 of you watching already. So round of applause to the PWT universe, who's back here today again for Evolution 2. Evolution is a mystery. I just hope we see AJ Lee, right? Who's with me? So, guys, vote in the poll. Do you think we see AJ Lee tonight at Evolution? I say we do. Evolution 2. Hopefully we do. We know that we have an all-male commentary team. We're about to talk about that in a minute. We don't have much time before the event starts, so I am going to get into some hot news and lock in some picks and all that. But if you're on X, consider coming over to YouTube, youtube.com/@prowrestleclips. That's my YouTube channel. The link is somewhere around there. We're almost at 7K subs. We crushed over 3 million views on the channel, by the way, guys. Amazing. And then on my backup channel where the replays play, the secondary channel, over 250,000 views and over 2K subs over there. I mean, you guys are goated. Guys, consider becoming a member for only 99 cents. You get access to my Monday shows. I also have a Patreon. Patrons get access as well as over 100 exclusive videos. You can gift memberships. You can super chat, hit like, come say hello, tell me to go F myself, hit dislike, spit at your computer screen, just show me you care, and support what I do in any way you can, and I appreciate that. Awesome. You guys, round of applause to you all. You guys are goated. Thank you if you're in chat, just hanging out. I really appreciate you guys. And so we have this card going down here, but before we get into it, and I'll make some last-minute picks, we have WWE. So if you guys were here for yesterday's Saturday night 9-hour-long stream, you would have probably heard me marking out over the Seth Rollins moonsault spot where it looked like he was working the injury to a lot of people. And that's the thing, man. A good example would be, like, he's wearing tights and knee pads and boots. So a good example would be, go and look at when Francis Ngannou knocked out Cain Velasquez in UFC. At one point, you see Cain like he's shooting in for a double, and it doesn't really look like anything happens, but you see his knee just blows out. When you really look, you can just see the skin sort of like contract, and that may have happened and we just didn't see, and he's had that injury before. I thought it was going to be the ultimate ruse to get the cash-in idea out of everyone's minds so that he could pull it off. But no, it appears like he may actually be hurt, which is fucked up because they put this whole shitty faction together, and now how are they going to explain it? It's just going to be Heyman with Reed and Breaker in the way. I think the pivot for that would be, what you do is you tell a story where they don't, like, Seth comes back and Breaker just is like, fuck you, I lead this group now. Like, this is my wise man, or this is my oracle. Like, you ain't even here, And maybe Seth goes like, I'm a visionary, and he gives the money in the bank to Breaker. I don't know if it works that way, but they'll figure it out. And if he does go away for a while, I mean, when he returns and cashes in and they keep it silent, the place is going to go fucking nuts for that. But yeah, the question just is, like, how do they tell stories now? That's such an integral part. Like, their faction's feuding with heels and faces. So how do you tell a fucking story when it comes to that? Here's Goldberg and Triple H roughing around before his match.
How are you? Good? All right.
Michael Hayes just dressed like fucking Peter Pan grown up. So we talked about it last night. Brock Lesnar, they're officially selling his flannel shirts again with the Beast logo. And hey, man, you had Gunther beat Goldberg and choke him out clean. I'd bring Brock back for one more, have Gunther choke him out, and just put it on the fucking belt, man. Put that notch on Gunther's belt. You might as well, dude. It's too bad Gunther wasn't there to, like, end Taker's streak as well and shit. That, Taker would have marked out for it. So Evolution's on right now. During the pre-show, they honored the women of the past, and they talked about a lot of the women of the past, and they did a good job showing these packages, and that just hyped up women's wrestling in general. But Kelly and presumably other legends were invited to come sit in the crowd at Evolution, but she turned it down because she didn't feel like it was the right way for her to come back to WWE. Now, I don't mean to shit on Kelly, and she was over, man, but she was a part of the Divas era when it was like no one gave a fuck about wrestling in general. It was that decade there where, like, unless you were a Danielson Punk fan, oh, you liked Sheamus, cool. Like, people weren't really, like, WWE was whack as fuck for, like, a lot of years. She was a part of that era. So I'm sorry, like, you don't get this big, oh, we roll you out like Nikki Bella or Trish Stratus. You don't get that big thing. I'm sorry. If Victoria didn't get that, you don't get it. And I am a fan, but, like, what do you want your return to be? She wrote, "Thank you, love. I was so honored to be invited to Evolution 2 to sit in the crowd. It just didn't feel like the right way to come back." Well, it's not a comeback. It's you are sitting in the crowd and supporting the women's wrestling. This is the thing. And I'm not trying to shit on her, but it's like, go and support women's fucking wrestling, or don't. Do you support what they're doing here, or is it all about you? It's all about you? Okay, cool. Just say that then. She says, "I'll always be proud to have been a part of the first. My heart is with every woman in that ring tomorrow. I'll be back when the time is right." Yeah, so she wants a big, like, Ronda's she challenging for the belt, or so, like, what does she want? I don't understand. Speaking of women on this card, as they play the Katy Perry Rise vignette, if you guys haven't seen it, watch this. Stephanie McMahon posted. This is brilliant work. But CBS Sports reports, or not reports, but has this quote from Raquel responding to Kevin Nash. So Kevin Nash says she needs to work bigger in the ring. And Raquel says, if that's and listen, Awful points it out. Pay attention, pro wrestlers. Don't look up to Dax FTR and Rick Stink and all these other guys and the way they act on Twitter. Oh, they're just working. No, it's cringe, right? Don't react to criticism the way that they do. Okay? That entitled fucking goofy ass culture. Especially when you know, could you imagine like Van Gogh? Could you imagine like Quentin Tarantino freaking out about his art being critiqued? That's why you make it, especially for the wrestlers who go, it's me art, bruv. Okay, then what is art? It is in the womb of art that criticism is born. Motherfucker, that's the point. If it was just for you, you'd do it in your room and go, my art's great. Okay? It's like I've dealt with musicians like that in the past too. Well, I just make music for me. Well, that's fucking dumb. You know, I'm sorry. It really is. Like there has to be some level of, well, we're putting this in the world. So what's the point of doing that unless it's to have people receive it and interpret it their own ways? There's objectively what an art piece could mean, but the point of art is for people to interpret it subjectively and extrapolate what they do from it, right? So I hope I'm breaking that down good enough, but this is how you take criticism. Everyone deals with it, okay? But Nash or Raquel responds and says, if that's something from Kevin Nash, I fully take that to heart. If he thinks I'm working too small, then Mr. Nash, sir, with all due respect, I'll start working bigger. Boom. Oh, no, you're just old veterans. No, why would I listen to old veterans? Why would I do that? Meanwhile, Adam Cole's getting power bombed on his neck on the apron, and now he's might retire 2 months later. So she says, I hope you'll tune in more and watch Raquel Rodriguez grow bigger and bigger every single time. Boom. Encouraging him, encouraging others. Watch me live up to what your expectation is of me. And then some. If anyone knows how to be cool, big, strong wrestler, it's Kevin Nash. He set the bar for us. Boom. Boom. Wow, Raquel, super over with me just after that response. Like way more over with me. Speaking of Adam Cole, I don't know why this is in this news. This is supposed to be an AEW news, so my bad. I will remove this. It says the post has been deleted. So AEW, what? Removed me as a follower or blocked me again? Okay, great. It's fucking up. But either way, yeah, Adam Cole's retired. So here's Naomi pulling up to WWE shop right before this event, pulling up to the merch.
No. What a Naomi shirt say? What a Naomi merch? Where that? Where that? Where that? I was asking the same question. Proceed with caution. No thanks. Hey. I told you.
Naomi's my favorite heel on the women's roster right now. Unless, like, you consider Julia a heel maybe right now. Is she? I just think she's, like, a serious ass kicker type. Here comes Stephanie McMahon. Huge pops. So what a cool thing for the fans to have happen. Box cutter Naomi. That's my favorite version of Naomi, right? I don't know. AEW seemingly deleted this post or something. Now it's trapped in my fucking bookmarks. Cody Rhodes defends WWE going to Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions this year. Rhodes says, that is a responsibility to our fan base. I don't want to be negative, but I will say there is a whole gotcha culture over who is Democrat, who is a Republican, who is moderate, and it's all fucking stupid. It's all fucking stupid. And who people support. None of these things really should be anybody's business. They're not. Just entitled retards took over Twitter, and now everybody thinks they're entitled to criticize who people pray to, who they vote for, who they sleep with. It's fucking cringe. And hopefully bringing people together. WWE is a nonpartisan brand. We go where the show goes. One of the biggest eye-opening moments when you go to Saudi Arabia with WWE is when you look out at the fans and meet and greets or outside the hotel. There's such a similarity between those who are hungry for WWE back home and those who are hungry for it in Europe and those who are hungry for it all over the world. Oh, so we're all human beings? Oh, no shit, IWC. So we're all human beings except for you because you're 90% fucking bots? Fuck, man. So yeah, shout out Cody Rhodes for keeping it real. I told you guys Tony Khan would go to Saudi Arabia tomorrow if the check was there. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE news. Let's get a break. It would be dope if Stephanie McMahon was on commentary tonight. So, okay, my picks really quick for the Battle Royal. I honestly, like, we know the names that are in it. You got to think here, who are the combatants? Let's look at it. I want to see who's all in the Battle Royal. I want to look at all the names, even though I'm confident in a pick. No, they don't even have them listed anywhere on like Wikipedia or anything. Fucking idiots. No. There was a list of the people in the Battle Royal. I'm going to say Nikki Bella wins it just because they need to give her a big W. Okay, I'm locking in Nikki Bella because I think her and Liv were supposed to go toe-to-toe, and they're going to, I think, preserve the Nikki Bella stuff. So I'm going to say Becky. I'm going to say Jade or Naomi. And this is like a last woman standing or something, right? I think Jade gets the win because it doesn't hurt Naomi any, and then she will eventually cash in and get that belt away from Jade again, or cash it in on Jade. The Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Match. I have Raquel and Roxanne defending. Charlotte and Alexa could pull it out, but I could see her defending. Jordan Grace versus JC Jane. I could see Jordan Grace winning that title. Becky Lynch, Lyra, and Bayley, which we're about to see. I could see I'm choosing Becky to retain. Tiffy versus Trish. I'm choosing Tiffy to retain. And Io versus Rhea. Now, if we see the NXT women's titles swap, I don't know if we'll see the world's I don't know if we're going to see a bunch of title swaps. I think like one or two. I'm going to say Rhea beats Io, and I know some people, it's not the time yet, and Io has Rhea's number, but why else are you doing this match again? Rhea's so over. You guys heard the pops for her. I just think you need a moment where it's like someone standing in the ring, the biggest women's star is going to stand in the ring, and fireworks and this big moment for the women, and da-da-da-da-da. That's what it's going to be, man. So who's the biggest women's star? Rhea. Who's banged up and why she hasn't wrestled since she won the title? Io. Okay, so I know that she's having. I know she's banged up right now. Okay, a lot of people are. Gable had to go. You're right. Like a lot of people are and were and are getting a bit of time to fucking rest those. So to rest up a bit. So I think Io, I'm not saying she's not going to be able to work or she's so injured she won't be able to work or whatever, but her body of work speaks for itself. It is her first title defense, though, so something makes me think she won't drop it. I'm curious. It's really, to me, and I'm not going to explain why I think of it this way, but it's like it really, with the NXT women's title. Okay, I'm going to actually, I don't know if I'm going to lock Rhea in. Just let me think. I really got to think here. Okay, I'm going to lock in Jordan Grace winning because that's why they put this one on the card. And I'm going to lock in Io winning, actually. First title defense, I'm going to lock in Io. And I know I talked all that shit, but I don't see, they could have that same moment I'm talking about with like the Kabuki Warriors and shit coming out to the ring and like, oh, Io is the, and fireworks and all that. Why couldn't they do that with Io? But Rhea's so over. So that one's really tough. But I just love that, like, the outcome of that match isn't obvious and it's likely the main event. That's the bonus points I give it. So I'm going to lock in Io after talking all that shit. So, yes, those are my picks. I'm going Nikki. I'm going Jade. I'm going Judgment Day, Becky, Grace, Tiffy, Io. Locked in, okay? Over 400 watching, guys. If you're on X, come to youtube.com/@ProWrestleClips. Hit like, hit subscribe, become a member. Memberships are 99 cents. You get access to my bonus show every Monday. I do a bonus show for members and patrons every Monday. And come hit like, hit dislike, whatever you got to do, okay? Whether you're hate watching, love watching, and vote in our poll over on YouTube, okay? Do you think AJ Lee returns tonight? Now, on the Clips channel, I am actually going to switch the poll up and ask you guys who you think is going to win this matchup, this first triple threat matchup here. And we will get this going. See how Becky gets like half pops, half half fucking booze, but they're still singing her music and all that. Okay, who do you think wins the women's Intercontinental Championship? Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria. It is odd they didn't put one woman on the commentary team, no? But then it's more, I guess it's just Cole and fucking Barrett, you know? And they're just like, well, why? Just let them do it, you know? It makes sense, but it is a little weird. Okay, there we go. New poll in the chat. Vote for who you think's going to win this women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria, or Bayley. Hey, we want some Bayley. Hey, we want some Bayley. Let me see. Okay, women's IC title match. I don't know if or when we're going to see a wild AJ Lee, if that happens at all, but that would be really cool. 452 Xia Jout became a new member. Guys, memberships are 99 cents. You can also gift a membership. You get access to my bonus show Monday. Patrons as well. I have a Patreon. There's like over 100 exclusive videos on there too, and access to the member show, and where I watch along like Tough Enough Season 1 and all this type of cool shit. People are going nuts right now for this women's card. Imagine Dave Meltzer saying this was a fucking not a success. But yeah, guys, consider becoming a member. You can super chat into Chris Christman, a member for 2 months. So shout you guys out. We acknowledge our PWT members here. We acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much for supporting, and we are underway. So imagine being Dave Meltzer right now and having to pretend that this isn't a massive success for women and women's wrestling and wrestling in general. Oh, we are not putting that. Okay, what link am I trying to post here? This one. Roll up from Lyra. Here we go. She got her up. Death Valley type shit. Oh, running knee onto Becky's head. And remember, Lyra and Bayley were tag partners, right? Fucking yeah, I want I'm trying to get Hughesy's been Husey said he just dropped some fucking bars about what should happen with Seth Rollins. Do you guys want to hear? Like, this isn't even an allegedly, this is his fantasy mark.
Allegedly.
Okay, so he's like, bro, one of your top heels gone? Karrion Kross just fucking slides right in with his chick, takes over the group, and then when Seth comes back, he fucking boom. You have like a monster feud for him right there. Karrion and fucking, he just takes over the group. You know, him and Scarlett just step in. Yeah, whatever. You start spitting, cutting promos on Seth. Da. Seth comes back. You have a monster fucking heel. Dude, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be fucking awesome. That would be incredible. They're down a heel. I mean, who are you going to push? Chris RD44 has been a member for 12 months.
Acknowledge me.
And usually on the member shows we watch Raw, but sometimes like I'll hop on. They come on different times, but typically it's like an hour before Raw starts. I hop on, then we watch Raw and we do news and stuff. But sometimes it'll just be like, we're just doing news or EFAPing videos today or whatever. And I'll just hop on during the day or whatever. So just, you want my bonus shows. They're worth it. Trust me. So thank you, members. Back in the ring here now. But yeah, Cross, slide him right in. You need a heel. You need a heel, dude. Damn. Big boot to the outside. Well, on the outside, rather. Big sliding baseball slide from Lyra. And we will get to some AEW news, I think, here in a bit. There's some fallout from All In and whatnot, so... I could totally see Paige showing up tonight too, guys. Just throwing that out there because she's beating it over the head that how she'd love to, and I mean, I think they'd be open to it. But at the same time, with her pod, she started her pod, and like, yeah, they're trying, like, what they're trying to do in WWE is give the wrestlers their pods under their umbrella type thing. Like even Impulsive signed something with WWE, and that's because then they can control the narrative a little bit, or then they do have like, okay, don't tell the story or whatever about you and Ronnie Radke or whatever. So Husey isn't the first one today to mention Cross. Yeah, but he's the one who DM'd me with a sick fucking plan on. Yeah, but he's my friend that I talk to every day, so fuck him. Fuck the other people. Are they here? No? Then fuck them. No. I love that. Maybe it's Maybelline is the fucking sponsor for this in the middle of the ring. Like, how cool is that for the ladies? Elbow should get a defamation suit from Britt Baker because her post in support of Adam Cole got a lot of sickos repeating the lie about her cheating on Adam Cole. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of dumbasses there. And then they're attacking her. Why? Because she doesn't want to be in AEW, and he had to retire because dumbasses in AEW powerbombed his neck on a fucking thing and he's never gotten over his vertigo. Yeah. Yeah, that's a reason to attack and cry her and believe fucking Elbow. Anyone who makes a face like Elbow's fucking picture on his thing is not a serious person. It's not a real person you'd ever trust anyone around. Like, you can just tell. Like, come on, man. You fucking... It's crazy to me, man. So, yeah, fuck that dude, even if he was here. And it's unfortunate, you know? And if you guys go way back, like early PWT, I talked about how there was a rumor out there, and I said the same thing the whole time. Like, let's say, what if they were in an open relationship? You pussies. Like, you don't know what their situation is. Shut up. It was the same thing with the Jada Parker thing. It's like, you don't know. Like, his wife might be okay with it. You don't fucking. Maybe she was just trying to grab a thing. Maybe she was shooting her shot. You know, like, we don't fucking know, man. But for people to just speculate and like worry about that, just enjoy your fucking wrestling show. You know, don't attack Britt because she's sad that Adam Cole might. Well, then you wouldn't have broken up with this guy because she knew Garcia was going to power bomb him, Adam Cole, on his neck on an apron or whatever. You know, like, because his bump card was checked off. Their relationship is, she should have toughed out their relationship or whatever. Like, what the fuck? She stayed by him through all the hardships of like the whole reality show they shot is about Britt and Adam Cole dealing with his injury and shit. Like, come on, man. People are so fucking gross and weird. And I'm not saying like you can't comment on the shit, especially if it's public, or like, okay, Monet starts a whole podcast to announce she's divorced. That's objectively funny and it's gonna be funny, but I'm not gonna speculate. Oh, I bet she was cheating on him and shit. That's when it's just like, you don't know the inner ins and outs of anything, you know? Shut up. Or like when I saw another wrestler, Lady Frost, she's like, hey, we're divorced. Please respect our privacy. Then everyone's like, well, why'd you post it publicly? That's a fair criticism, right? You could have just not even said anything. No one was asking, you know? But the reason she does that, though, and I'll defend her, is that because if pictures come out of her with another dude, people are going to go, what, are you cheating on whatever? The internet's so sick. Such a sick fucking place. Let's see here. 626 for 2 says, keep Paige and company away from the new IC belts. Yeah, no, she won't be winning no titles, bud. That's for goddamn sure. Yeah, dude. For the love of God, keep what was his name? Brad Maddox away from the women's yeah, this match is going, guys. I'm locked right in. Oh. Damn, that was sick. Like the sunset flip cannonball crush. Lesnar's daughter's gonna get some dude pregnant. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. It's 2025, man. Got me dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Got me dripping in finesse. You know it. You know it. Lesnar jeans suplex the Sable jeans out. Yeah, dude. It's true, man. No, I think that might be his daughter from his other. But his, like, son's a fucking hockey player. He's a stud, too. He's going to... I don't know if he's being scouted already. Like, in hockey, they start scouting you when you're, like, 13, bro. So he's getting scouted and shit already, and he'll be in the NHL one day. Hopefully playing for a good Canadian team. The Oilers, they fucking scout and develop all those Saskatchewan boys. So I think he's playing for like an American team, but I mean, that'd be cool. Fantasy Mark book in here in 10, 20 years. Maybe we got a Lesnar on an Oilers team. That'd be sick. Anne Hathaway fan. Oh my God, I just Googled his daughter. That's a shame. Poor girl. No, dude, not poor girl. It's not a shame. She inherited her dad's freak genetics. She's going to be a multi-millionaire on her own merit in her life based off sponsorships, and she's going to be in the WWE one day. Let's be real. Brock's daughter, like, they're going to NIL the shit out of her, and she's going to get bit by the wrestling bug. Oh, Lyra! Oh my God! Holy shit! Oh, the 4-horse woo! These three are cooking, man. Did y'all see that? Yo, Oh, damn, son. That was crazy. Off the top on the rose plant. Chris McCarty's been a member for 4 months. I would go into 150 billion in debt to let Stephanie turn me into her own personal moo cow. Bro, what the fuck? This is bro.
You what?
This ain't thirst cast. It's women's fucking wrestling day, okay? Show them some respect. It's a bit of thirst cast, let's be honest. It's impossible. But yeah, that's gross, and I don't want to visualize that, my friend. But thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a member. Oh, reverse DDT. DDT combo. Boom. Fuck, man. Oh, they're cooking. They're cooking. Turn into a moo cow, I'm dead. I know, dude. Just that visual. Moo cow, do I want to know, or is being in the yeah. Just imagine you're a dude. Yeah, never mind. Don't imagine that, Anna. Never mind. Don't imagine that. Shit. JD already sucking up to AEW. No, guys, it's not about sucking up. Like, he liked the event. Everyone used to call him an AEW shill. And then they started hating on him, and then he like is mad at certain wrestlers. But if he enjoyed the event, I enjoyed a lot about the event too. You know, like there was a lot of shit that I could point out that I enjoyed, and honestly, it didn't leave as bad of a taste in my mouth as a lot of other AEW pay-per-views had. So, but if he is sucking up, or maybe I'm wrong and you're noticing, no, there's real ball kissing going on. It's just the same thing we talk about all the time. Like, it's him standing outside the place, begging to get in, according to the wrestlers. He wants to be in their inner circle. He wants to be one of the boys. Soon as you cross over to that, you're fucked, you know? They got you by the balls, and they're never going to let you in. So it's unfortunate. I don't like him losing gigs and shit, but oh, and then what is she doing? Oh, rolls out of it. Bailey to belly. Incredible. Kick out. Yeah, Alba's an example of sucking up. Yeah, because it's just what he does. It's that simple, because Tony responds to his little tweets, and he has his phone number and shit, and then that's why they kiss ass, you know? Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." White hot crowd. This match is cooking so hard. Big slap from Bailey. Tony Storm is drunk at the end of the press conference. Yeah, those press conferences suck, honestly. They're just so bad now. They're asking like what's his name? Righteous Reg. That guy was asking Hangman like an in kayfabe fucking question. Like, oh man, it's just, they're so cringe, and there's nothing good, because Tony, even though he just babbles about nothing, he like keeps it concise now. Tony Khan, that is. He doesn't like go way off the rails like he used to. And they've fully just become like, let's just which like it. I mean, what's someone gonna? Oh man, this event sucked. Like, what are you gonna say? You're obviously gonna talk about it, but either have the whole thing in kayfabe or have the whole thing be a shoot, or don't do it at all. That's the fucking way to do those for WWE and AEW. Either have it all be a work, all be kayfabe, or don't do it. Or pardon me, all be kayfabe, all be a shoot, or don't do it. Becky with an incredible, oh my goodness, what an absolute stunning fucking finish as well. Just because, like, I can't tell you the last time I've seen something like that. And we are 1-0 tonight. Round of applause for that match. Oh, yes, Spirit. Let me end this poll in the chat. So 56% of you guys picked Becky Lynch. 17 picked Lyra, 12 picked Bailey, and 27 picked Bailey, and then 16% picked Lyra. Bailey gets pinned and Becky retains after a really sweet, she had watched the finish as they show the replays. So you have Bailey has like a roll up kind of, so finisher on Becky. She's taken out. Bailey breaks it up last second, and then it's like a rose plant, and then she like stacks her up, and then that gives Becky a chance to do like a roll over backslide. So like a turning backslide. I don't even know what you call that. That was fucking fire though, dude. That was awesome. Good shit, pal. That was an awesome finish. WWE Evolution. Everyone's so mad at Dean Cain right now because he didn't watch Superman. Then he talked shit about it. Oh, man. I used to love his Superman show growing up. It was awesome, but people are cooking him, man. Who's been keeping up with LFG? I'm like an episode or two behind. Tomorrow or tonight, I'm going to rewatch the first episode and watch. I'm going to catch up.
Leaders here tonight to celebrate the second women's evolution, including the first female general manager.
Damn, Ava's there.
Also a man who has championed women's wrestling around the world. He's a former world champion. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the world.
Mark Henry's here. They updated him on 2K as well. Lincoln Hawk gifted 5 Pro Wrestle Clips memberships, and here is Vicky Guerrero, and listen to the pop. For Vicky Guerrero. Damn. No. Now. So yeah, even Cage Match voted NXT Great American Bash higher than AEW All in Texas. Even Cage Match did. So, there you go, guys. There comes a point, and, I'm not all about Cage Match now, but I'm just saying, Tony Khan's the one who's like, look at Cage Match. And they're all like, well, Cage Match rating. So, there you go. Cage Match agrees even Great American Bash is better than All In, which I don't even know if I agree with. You know? It would be awesome to see Gail Kim here, though, or something, right? Oh, and Lincoln, thank you for gifting the memberships there. I hope people got them who needed them there, who want access to those Monday shows. And what match do we have next? Wow, the NXT Women's title. Oh, boy. I could see Grace doing it here, winning it here. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. the women's NXT JC Jane or Jordan Grace. And you guys can vote there in the poll who you guys think will win. Almost 500 of you watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, become a member, retweet, all that good shit. Come say hi on YouTube chat, vote in the poll. I just hate backyard bullshit. It makes people embarrassed to be wrestling fans. I mean, I guess Jane wins. Wow, you're so right, Zach. It was obnoxious. I got Jane winning. Content creators with 2 people watching their stream. Who? You talking about me? There's almost 500 watching my stream, okay? If you factor in YouTube and X. Don't make funs of me. Blake will cost Jordan this match. That could happen. Gail Kim's still technically participating in that Rumble. Yeah, true that. Alvarez was shitting on it. Yeah, someone should shit on his head. Brock Lesnar. So joining us on the show, Ref MJ from NJ WrestleGraphs is here.
Sometimes in life you got to be a hoe.
WrestleGraphs, whenever you're good and you're on mic, let me know. How you doing?
I think I'm finally recovered from what might be the longest day of watching pro wrestling in many years of being a pro wrestling fan.
Yeah, dude, I did an over 9-hour stream yesterday, dude. Embrace the grind.
I do not know how you guys did that. I know there were many out there who grin and bared it for the entertainment of their audience, and I commend you for that.
Yeah, I had fun, man. Honestly, it was a blast. You know, I enjoy hanging out with my audience and watching the graphs. It's my favorite thing to do, man. How are you feeling today, though, man? Are you watching Evolution?
I got Evolution on. Looks good.
Imagine being Dave Meltzer and trying to fucking cope and lie and say this is somehow not a success for WWE.
Well, you know, it's like we talked about briefly yesterday, and we can get into more of it, but those who are trying to present a narrative that this is a failure are only hurting the women. And those are the same voices that routinely preach for women's wrestling or enjoy all wrestling. All In was great. All In was extremely long. It was abusive of everybody's time, but it was a good show. It had great things on it.
Yeah, I thought there was some really good stuff on that show, and then there was some really bad too. But I think that the good outweighed the bad, and I think the length of it hurt it more than anything. Yeah.
And that was yesterday, and today is today. And the show goes on. New show, different company. This one is featuring an incredible women's roster of talent like Jordan Grace, who's walking out now, who, if you are not, if it is not a success that Jordan Grace has arrived into a position where she is having a match on an all-women's WWE PLE on Peacock, then I don't know what a success in wrestling is.
Yeah, dude. I think the biggest takeaway from yesterday, though, was the Goldberg-Gunther match. I thought that was amazing. I thought that cleared everything. And I was just telling my audience here that cage match rated NXT Great American Bash higher than All In Texas.
Yeah, so I didn't. I mean, when I was on with you, I was not watching Great American Bash. I did not watch Great American Bash. I don't really keep up with NXT that much. I mean, I hear what goes on. I see clips and stuff. But I hear you talk about it, hear others talk about it. You know, it's not surprising that a lot of people enjoyed it and perhaps even enjoyed how digestible it was. I'm sure it had fantastic stuff on it. The same way that, like, this will have fantastic stuff. Like, that's the thing is, imagine dedicating your profession to covering pro wrestling and then deciding to just say that something is a failure as if that's not influencing the way that your subscribers or consumers think about it. Like, you are poisoning the well. And if you want to be in a thriving wrestling economy, then you probably shouldn't be poisoning the well. And it's coming from the places that ultimately, I mean, this is their livelihood. This is what they do exclusively. So it's so it's so self-harm. It's self-harm. It's detrimental. And, no one will be able to call it out effectively because they will not respond. There's never going to be a conversation about this. There's a group of people that don't want to have conversations. And so they will continue to dig their heels in. But, I mean, just imagine, like, all these women are so fucking talented, and their people have the audacity to days ago say this is a failure. Tonight they're going to shit on it. For what? Like, so that a dwindling number of your niche get a hard-on?
So that Dave Meltzer can pretend like All In was the end-all, be-all, the greatest event ever held ever in American soil. And I mean, this is the greatest U.S. event ever. And that's what it is for Dave. He just wants to shit on WWE. Like Brian Alvarez is trying to say, WWE didn't learn their lesson. Hopefully they learned their lesson. From what? This crowd is fucking white hot for this women's show.
From Meltzer to Alvarez to John Pollock to Trish and Sarah to all of these people who they present themselves as some kind of like progressive front for wrestling, and then they just go out of their way to shit on women's wrestling, to shit on a women's show because what? Business is business, and WWE decided to put it on this weekend. Like, get over yourself, right? Like, you either are about it or you're completely masks off.
That's just it. You're either about it or you're not. And Meltzer, if AEW did the same thing, Meltzer would go, oh, well, they beat WWE to the punch. Women's wrestling is such a hot hit. If they were smart, that's what he'd be saying. But now Dave is coping and saying AEW attendance doesn't matter because they're profitable, that's questionable.
If AEW had any balls, they would show up WrestleMania weekend and put on a fucking banger that stole the weekend. But what do? They say they're not going to go there. Then they send ROH. Then they say, no, we're going to go across the country to Team Vegas and go to Atlantic City where we're going to cancel a show. All right. Like, the reality is like, put up or shut up. And don't be upset that somebody else is.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
That's not even intended to be tribalistic. Like, that's not intended to be an anti-this, anti-that. Like, that is just straight up, like, put up or shut up and go after it. Go get the damn thing. Don't let them just counterbook you. Go counterbook them. Go steal a weekend at one of their – they're running SummerSlam in New York City metro area, New Jersey, New York. All right, show up, put on a goddamn banger of a show, and have people say that you stole the weekend.
And Tony's done that. He's put Ring of Honor shows, like, on during WrestleMania weekend and shit, like, in the city they're in. Like, he's done that. So, again, they want it to be competition until they get treated like competition. And for Dave Meltzer, it is a tribalist thing. He's tribalist against WWE. And so this event, this weekend was a failure in his mind. These events were failures. And this event.
Is that the Iconics?
No, I wish.
God damn it. She looks, the women ringside looking.
Oh, no.
One looks like Peyton Royce.
That's Fatal Influence.
See, I don't watch. Is it Peyton Royce or is the other one?
Peyton Royce and Billy Kay are their names.
Billy Kay. That one with the dark hair looks exactly like Billy Kay.
Yeah, her name's Jasmine Nix.
All right.
These women, they all look alike. Chris McCarty for 2. I'm just joking. Chris McCarty for 2. Jordan is a dommy mommy. Well, maybe in your dreams, you sick bastard. No, I don't know, dude. She's married to Jonathan Gresham, so that guy will actually beat the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? He's little, but that dude will actually stretch you. You know what I mean?
Where is he? Is he in TNA still?
I don't think so, but he should be. They should hire him in WWE and have him do that octopus gimmick and have him cross over with NXT, TNA, AAA. He'd be so good in that role, and then have him back, like have him in NXT, like coaching some of these young guys.
That's the kind of talent I'd like to see them bring in for stuff with AAA, right? Because you couldn't to send WWE or even NXT talent there is going to feel like it's being WWE influenced. But if you bring in premier wrestlers from around the world who are notable for being wrestlers around the world and not WWE, and you send them there, you can really elevate some stuff. Is that what's his name in the front row with a green shirt? The dude from Carmella did the thing with Carmella. What was his name?
The green shirt guy?
That's the green shirt guy. He looks like.
No, you're asking, is that James Ellsworth? No, dude,
Yeah.
that's green shirt guy.
Well, sorry.
He does
green
kind of
shirt
look
guy.
like him. To what you were saying before, Gresham fits in. He can do all the different styles too. He can grapple. He can fucking high fly. He can be technical. He can do the cruiserweight shit. Like, to me, he's like the perfect guy to be coaching guys in NXT. Yeah, because even as a little guy, I'm not going to say he knows how to work big, but when he was the ROH champion for a second there, like he was all about just like technical shit and using his some of his more power-based moves and like working a slower speed and shit and like attacking limbs. And I just think he could train guys that are bigger than him as well. Like he could really help just work on their technique and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are others as well beyond just Gresham. And when they do those WrestleCon shows and all those shows, I mean, they draw crowds. So like, get them, bring them in.
Supercard of Honor was fun too. Like Tony Khan should he should quit booking AEW and just book Ring of Honor.
Hey, what do you make of that main event, that end game last night?
Like with Goldberg?
No. On All In, does that validate what AEW has done in terms of their storytelling and getting through the Death Rider era of AEW? Like, does that put the rubber stamp on it and say like
no? Because Moxley's whole thing is he doesn't care about AEW or the title. So why would he care that someone took the title from him and took it out of the briefcase? That doesn't matter to him. That's why he put it in the briefcase. He gives the briefcase to the girl to protect. He doesn't really care about AEW or its symbols or anything. That's what he's established. So no, actually kind of the opposite. So Hangman won the belt. Okay, I fully expect Moxley to show up on Dynamite, stab people, and kidnap them again because he doesn't care. He's just there to disrupt. So he had their belt. That doesn't mean that AEW's not disrupted. And, the Bucks aren't EVPs, okay? Since when the fuck has that mattered? Like, when has that mattered? Tony Khan makes matches. Tony Khan got attacked by them. He still just put them in matches. He still made whatever matches he wanted. Moxley and them were still allowed to run around, do whatever. Like, none of it's resolved. There's no stories that actually were told. That's why this was just a match where Moxley... Also, the finish was ass. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Moxley gets hung. He's sitting on the apron. And then he taps out in a death match. A, you can't do that. B, he could have just stood up on the apron and the choke would have been off. Right. So, like, Moxley didn't even do a good job selling the finish because he's not good anymore because he doesn't want it. He's got fucking $10 million in the bank. So he doesn't want it anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, more than that, but he just doesn't want it anymore, like the way he did when he was Dean Ambrose. I'm sorry. And like, no, it's just Hangman. Like, I'm glad Hangman has the old music back and all that, and he's been like an AEW day oneer and all that. But no, it's not going to really do anything. On Dynamite, they're just going to move on from all that shit like it didn't happen. Whereas, in WWE, the Raw after Mania is the Raw after Mania. And yes, people move on, but it's like it's still things happen. Tony doesn't understand. Like at WrestleMania, things get set up just as much as things get resolved. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at All In, it's just he thinks he's resolving and giving everyone a moment, and that's the end. And then Wednesday, Paige will just feud with who's next? Now him and Swerve are gonna go at it again. Like it just is. No, it didn't put a stamp on the story. It didn't make the last fucking however long of Moxley doing all the shit he was doing. It doesn't make it good or worth it in my mind to have him kill the viewership like you did and all of that.
Yeah, there's business stuff. There's business stuff that is unredeemable, right? But
yeah,
I think, and dare I say this to be hyperbolic, I think this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite might be the most important Dynamite of all time. And here's why I say that. Because coming out of All In, there are a lot of vibes. There's a lot of feel-good energy. And you and I will both say, like, the show had a lot of great shit on it. Probably
Yeah.
outweighs the bad, and the length is what it is, and that might be a separate conversation. But what they do next, like you said, the Raw after Mania, what Dynamite is on Wednesday, right? They're going to go from that stadium with that production and that set to a residency. And
I know.
That's going to be, let's see what the tune-in is, right? Because if it doesn't spike a viewership or pop a viewership, and we see
It won't. I don't think it will, unfortunately.
I think there's a chance that you see like a strong 600s number.
Yeah, but that's
is
not
it something that can sustain itself?
That's what I mean. Like, it's not like what happened on that show. Everyone just be honest. AEW fan or not, just step back, be honest with yourself. What happened on that show that makes you go, I have to tune into Dynamite to see what Hangman cut an impassioned promo and then get interrupted by someone, to see Hangman be champion again? I wonder if the Death Riders are going to show up. No, everyone wants them gone. Like, even hardcore AEW fans are like, thank God that's finished.
They should be off TV for a while.
Yeah, so...
And if and when they return, although I guess you can have Claudio feud with some people he's got beef with, but if and when Jon Moxley returns in a little while, he should exclusively be targeting the youngest and younger generation of AEW, so to say, I want to kill this place, and I'm going to go after the young people.
Like, what does Monet do now?
It's like Tony I said, Storm I think Wednesday is very important.
What does Tony Storm do on Wednesday that makes you go, I have to see this? She comes out, talks shit, does a funny little segment, and then someone else, new challenger approaches. That's all AEW has. They didn't set anything up. They didn't plant any seeds. They don't have other characters where we're like, that's definitively the new number one contender. JC Jane just stole the win after the belt to the back. That match.
Mariah's holding the title.
Yeah, Blake Monroe fucked Jordan Grace right there and turned heel. You have to sense it was coming because Blake Monroe's character, like, that's not a babyface.
No.
You know? And so they're trying to pitch it like that was an accident, but she's just staring Jordan down. No,
that was very intentional.
It was. She's absolutely with them. So I was going to say the match a little lackluster, finished super good, and now, again, with storytelling, they've got us fucking hooked now. What the hell did Mariah May just do? And now she's down with Fatal Influence. No, she's kind of eyeing them up like, I'm not really down with you either, but... Or maybe she's just upset that accident... No, she just walks away. That was intentional. Yeah, dude. Muscle Muffin ain't a goddamn thing. And yeah, see, she eyes up Fatal Influence, and she's not... She's not with them, but she's not against them. She's laid her claim as a fucking heel. And that was awesome. I thought that was a great finish. JC Jane got the win. I'm 1-1 tonight.
Oh, who'd you have winning? Which one did you get off?
What's that?
Did you have Becky losing?
No, I had Becky winning, and then I had
Grace winning.
Jordan Grace winning, yeah. Amazing.
If I'm WWE, I might lean into this evolution thing and all the negativity around it, and I might, there's this concept of daring the haters to keep hating, especially when it's not real.
Yeah.
I might run an evolution every quarter. I mean, you do a Saturday night main event every quarter. Can you do an evolution every quarter? And that is tonnage. That is content that you can package with the PLE deal. And, it's no different than running an NXT event every month or whatever. You just, you keep this special once a quarter and you give the women the opportunity and let the haters hate, because they will work themselves into a corner, into a box where they will just be haters of women wrestling because they hate WWE.
Is this the same venue that SNME was held in?
Yes.
Okay.
And so there's synergy there to run these events. You can pair them together and do it quarterly. you know, I don't know when they can start with that coordination or planning of that based on venue bookings and stuff. But I think that's something that I would earmark as an opportunity for WWE.
Man, that referee Vicky D'Erico or whatever, man, that ref. Like, Christ, why isn't she a wrestler? She is stunning, man. Yeah, so yeah, man.
Hey, did you see this statistic?
I don't know.
Did you see this statistic that All In featured like only 55 or 57% wrestling?
Yes, man. They're going more WWE-ish. That's what they have to do. That's what they have to do, man. And they're realizing that. And they realized with this show that they couldn't go all blood and gore. And actually, I have CM Punk's agent, who's like a notorious AEW hater, by the way. And he's like exposed or brought up a bunch of shit that I would love your thoughts on. Maybe we could get into that. I'm trying to pick my spot on when to get into that in AEW news. But yeah, we have his agent and the agent. Jazz is here, former 2 times women's champion. Ivory's here. Kelly turned down the chance to come do this because it didn't feel right for me. Like she needs a fucking title run, you know?
Who else? I saw Mandy Rose had like a funny bit on one of her online things, Instagram, I think it was, where it's like waiting for the call. She's like, they can't afford me anyway. Probably right.
Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie. Jacqueline. Maurice.
Now, I would like to see
Canada. Canada,
Oh,
right here,
you're
dude.
slightly ahead of me.
Turn that M upside down for a fucking W for Miz, dude. He's winning at life. Holy shit. A diva. See that? Embracing the diva aspect of it all.
I would like to see them use this as an opportunity to promote on the vault, that YouTube vault. Like, here's a compilation of some of these great matches from these women or whatever.
I bet they did. I bet they did that. I'd have to look. I love the vault. Stephanie McMahon, I love her in this position with Tessitore as well, like at the Jesse the Body style, you know?
Yep.
Is CM Punk's agent in TNA, by the way? No. That's Ace Steel. We're talking about at Paradigm, like the talent agency. His talent agent is a notorious AEW hater, especially after Punk left that motherfucker, and he's with Paradigm and all that. And this guy, people are like, he's a troll, like he's an AEW troll and shit. Maybe we can get into it. I can pull some up.
It's Nick, right?
I'll show you here in a second.
He's an agent for a bunch of wrestlers.
A bunch of wrestlers. And Paradigm represent a bunch of wrestlers as well. Let me just look and see what we have here.
In fact, if it's the same person, I'm pretty sure it's the same person.
It is for sure. I'm just doing something else like off screen here. I'm just fucking lining shit up, and
he represents several of the talent on the show tonight.
Yeah, he represents a bunch of wrestlers. Paradigm does just in general. So, and he's an agent at Paradigm. Okay, so the Kabuki Warriors are coming out. I'm going to put a poll in the chat for this next match, and we'll talk about this in a bit here. This news story I'm sort of teasing here because we have Kabuki Warriors out here. We got to give them their due. And I need to pause that. I'm going to get echo going on. Hell yeah, dude. I'm vibing with this Kabuki Warriors gear. I do like, personally, even though I am a fan of Asuka and Kairi together, I like when Kairi and Io are together as a team more. I don't know what it is. It's just what I like better. So what are all the teams in this match, though? Who do you think wins the women's tag team?
He represents Bliss. He represents Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill.
Yeah. And then Paradigm represents like a bunch more, including CM Punk, I believe. Well, here, we'll look it up. I have his fucking, like, I follow him and shit. Like, I have it all bookmarked here. Just we'll get to it. What's the other teams on this match, though? It's fucking, I forget, Judgment Day, I think, right? So Judgment Day, Kabuki Warriors. I'm totally forgetting. Roxanne and Raquel, thank you. Soul and Zarya, and then Charlotte Alexa, thank you. So Zaruka is the team of their name.
I could see Charlotte and Alexa winning. They just put that team together. It'd be a good way to give them further spotlight.
There we go, guys. Poll is in the chat. I was botching it up. Judgment Day, Kabuki Warriors, Zaruka, or Charlotte and Bliss. Who do you see winning? I could see them winning too, but people will just scoff at that. Like, it's just last minute thrown together team that like no one gives a shit about. And Charlotte was saying the other day in an interview, she doesn't care if she ever wins the title again. And I think the story to run with is just have Raquel earning her stripes, or have Roxanne, earning her stripes. With Raquel in the Judgment Day, and then when Liv comes back, boom, that's how you get Liv. You turn Liv into a baby face, and you have them fight over Dom sort of again, but just Judgment Day in general. And Judgment Day's ever changing, and you have Raquel like turn on Liv, and then you get a big Raquel versus Liv match, falls count anywhere, whatever. Liv can get the big W over a big nasty opponent, and yeah, you just have Roxanne. Like, that's the story to tell. And you have the Judgment Day dripped in gold. Remember, Dom's the IC champ, JD and Finn are the tag champs. They're not going to take the tag titles off of Judgment Day right now on the women's side, I don't think, because it sort of ruins what they're building with that team being dripped up in gold again. Which, by the way, shout out to Judgment Day for being everlasting, ever changing, and being like a main focal point on Raw for like going on 3 years now, and them being dripped in gold again when everyone thought like the hottest part of their run might be over. Nah. It's only picking up. Like, when Liv comes back, it's going to go crazy again. And when Finn and Dom turn on each other, eventually it's going to go crazy again. So Chris McCarty for 2 says Zarya's just JoJo Siwa, who got into wrestling. The Australian JoJo Siwa. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think JoJo Siwa ripped Zarya off. Okay?
Exactly. No pop.
You're totally right about Judgment Day and their kind of evergreenness. They keep reinventing it. The group, they have held off on Dom and Finn for a long time now, where that'll mean something, hopefully at a marquee show.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. And they're just a focal point of Raw. Like, every single show, they're a focal point of Raw.
A Raw that is continuously doing around 10,000 or more, attendees, which are coming to see Liv and Dom, and before that it was Rhea and Damian. I mean, the group has made stars, which is something you have to credit.
Yeah, the reaction for fucking Bliss is crazy, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Bliss and Flair, they're like the odd couple. They work because they're both goats, and like every Edge and Orton team, or like, Cena and HBK, like there's always comes a time where 2 top guys are gonna have to team up and then sort of do that shtick. And Bliss's gear, by the way, I love this gear. I haven't. It's a weird aesthetic thing. You guys know your boy Phil loves the aesthetic, but I haven't been feeling her gear really since returning, for whatever reason. And I just like this scheme she picked, and I think it looks sweet. But my whole thing is they don't win this. I feel like they're a little like. I feel like these two, the whole point of this is for them to just be stuffed onto this card quickly. I don't see them winning, but then if they lose this one, like, they will win the one-on-one down the line or something. You guys know what I mean? I could totally see them getting the tag straps, and maybe they do take the gold off Judgment Day, and I'm not saying the Judgment Day are going to be dripped in gold for a year, and maybe it is the start of this, and they got something like they're cooking up for SummerSlam, and maybe they could drop the title because it feels like Bliss and Flair are going to get them. I just don't see it being tonight right now. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm completely off on it, but unless Liv Morgan's going to do a run in here or whatever and fuck them out of the belts, like I just don't see why they would drop them yet. But
Hey,
the whole story they're telling is Roxanne is like earning her keep, and they were putting that over on the pre-show too. Like Roxanne wants to really prove that she's worthy to Raquel and all this shit. Like Big E was getting that all over, telling the story. So that's my opinion on it. But hey, if they drop them tonight, damn, WWE's got a wild card in their back pocket. What were you gonna say, MJ?
Are we looking? It was during the Bliss and Flair entrance because I'm a little behind you, I think. Are we looking at a SummerSlam one-on-one match between the two of them?
One-on-one with who?
Bliss versus Flair.
That's what I think. That's why I don't think they'll win the tag straps. Or if they do, it'll be the Judgment Day Jumble around. The good old, hey, chat, it'll be the world famous Judgment Day Jumble. I don't have music for that, but and what do you mean by that, Phil? Well, the Judgment Day Jumble is how they jumble the belts around all the, like, they've dropped them and scooped them up again not long after. They've done that shit a bunch. I think, like, didn't the Awesome Truth get the belts and then they just got them right back? Like, Judgment Day got it right back from them not long after, whatever. I mean, that's what they do. So it could be a classic Judgment Day Jumble where they drop them tonight, then, like, win them back on SmackDown, and then that's what makes Charlotte and Bliss fucking fight each other at SummerSlam or whatever. But yes, I do think the end game is Bliss and Charlotte. But you just triggered that in my mind. And guys, TM hashtag Judgment Day Jumble. We've TM'd and coined that, another one here at PWT.
That what you're saying is I can't even say it. Can you say it? You do it really well. The Judgment Day Jambalaya.
The Judgment Day Jumble, dude.
They are a conduit for other stories to kind of spring out of. So, like, when the Awesome Truth does the thing, and then they win the titles, and they have their thing, and then the titles go. Judgment Day is always there to scoop the titles back up. It's like a safe base for the different revolving doors.
Yeah, dude. And people come and go from the group too. Like Judgment Day, we could go year 10 and have none of the original Judgment Day members in Judgment Day, and it still works because they've established how it's a revolving door and people, taking over the leadership role and all of this stuff. So, yeah, I think Judgment Day won't get their flowers until all is said and done. And people will talk about it like this NWO group where, well, how do we induct them? There's like 700 of them who were the original guys, like Finn and Edge and Priest and Rhea and Dom or whatever. Well, maybe not even Edge, but, it'll be they get the induction.
He'll be back in time for that induction.
Yeah. I would love to see Edge come back and then take over Judgment Day again, maybe one day, like or something too, like or be the manager for it when he's done wrestling. He could manage and shit. I'm all about managers and valets and stuff, man. And we need some of those legends. Like, I don't want to see Miz leave WWE. Just make him a commentator. Make him fucking. Like, I'm worried he might go, dude. I'm worried he might actually go.
Yeah, but he'll go in the way that, like, so many have gone and really stay connected or stay affiliated.
Yes, he's not going to go to.
Does anyone think that he's, like, not going to somehow still be tied in? Not
no, he'll be. I'm not saying he's going to go to AEW and shit, but what I'm saying is, I don't want to see a day where if Miz isn't going to wrestle for you guys, then he can just manage a faction like Miz's management, the Miz management, whatever the fuck, and he could manage like a Camp Cornette of guys. He would be fucking amazing, and it'd be such a throwback, I think. And I just don't ever want to see the day where he's not like doing commentary on Evolve, at least over like Peter Rosenberg or something. You know what I mean? Miz gotta be there forever because he can do it all, right?
I selfishly want to see him on the challenge one more time, which I think would be an incredible crossover.
Dude, Asuka's so fucking badass. She hasn't lost a step, bro. Oh, the pops for Bliss. Big shoulder tackle. Let's see how Raquel works big in this match, too, guys. What is she doing? Gonna choke slam her? Oh, like a choke slam STO? Knee. Oh, what is this move called? Bitch slap to Raquel. Yeah, so right there, Kevin Nash working big, eating that slap from Bliss. Raquel should have like stopped in her tracks and like not sold it like, oh, my face, but just like stared Bliss down. Like, did you just do that to me, you fucking twerp? That's what working big, that's what fucking Nash means when he says that, by the way. Is like and other things, but that's one aspect there where it's like, no, work big. Like that little twerp slapped you, you fucking stare her down. Like, did you just really do that? You know? Wait till I get my hands on you, you know? And it's not about, and Frank Bone said no sold, and yes, it is no, and people would word it that, oh, you wanted to no sell? No. The selling is the facial of like, did you just fucking do that? It's not about the physical, oh, my jaw, you know? That's what he means. But we'll see when she gets in there physically, because this takes time, and if she's taking it to heart, then let's see. Zarya's got a great look. Oh, powering up Bliss. Ruka with the tag. Oh, gourd buster. Oh, to an X Factor. Oh, pump boot.
There's a real sliding doors timeline between Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan.
Yeah, everybody, man, it's so funny. My chat says that that I called Asuka fat, you know, because I'm like, you guys, she looks like a woman her age, you know, she looks good for her age, right? I'm just saying, like, physically, if you go back and look, like, there was a time where, you look at Kairi Sane and like the shape she got, like Asuka was like that, but I was putting Asuka over. I'm like, she hasn't lost a step though. She has the same speed, the same tenacity. She's so over, you know what I mean? It's fucking, she's awesome. And I'm not like trying to do a body shaming thing. I'm just trying to point out, like, for her age and where she's at and how, like, her style of wrestling too. She's, and everyone knows, like, Kana, one of my all-time favorite, but yeah, chat will never let me live that down. She's like, they're all like, Phil fat shames Asuka. They never let me live it down. It's so funny, dude. Fucking the crowd reacting for Charlotte too. See, she wanted this, chat, and fucking MJ, she wanted to be the baby face again, and now they're just white hot for her, even though they were so mad at her during that Tiffy feud. And she was all flustered during that. Dude, the chops. Listen to the reaction. Yeah, the crowd, I think, wants Charlotte. The crowd fucking hated Charlotte during that Tiffy shit, man. Like,
I think they like
Mania, Tiffy. The IWC,
so that's
the IWC, the audience during that SmackDown promo battle between them. They were just booing Charlotte out of the building. She couldn't even get her composure. They were booing the shit out of her. She couldn't even talk. Like, they were so against her. And then she's like, but she admitted it. This is the thing, though, when you're just self-aware, like in an interview, she was like, listen, I came back and won the Rumble. She's like, and I don't want to sound cocky, but like, it's like the Lakers winning the chip, like no one's going to be fucking happy about that, And she's like, I do want to be a baby face though. Like, that's what I'm more focused on doing. Boom. Listen to this reaction for her. The crowd wants her and Bliss to win, which I didn't realize, because watching their segments on SmackDown, it wasn't until like the most recent match they had where I was like, okay, this is starting to get over with me. I said it on the show, but this is really over with the fans, obviously. So that's what I'm talking about, man. And they're behind Charlotte, and you love to hear it. Because she is one of the good, like, she's one of the best ever at, I think, all around, like, heel, babyface, tag, singles, athletically, for sure. Look at Asuka, dude, in the Kill Bill bodysuit, no yellow, but like fucking on her Black Widow tip right now. Let's go, dude.
I think that in today's WWE, where being part of the show and having these reactions for talent, I think there's more of an ebb and flow. Like, we see Seth Rollins in a heel character get his song, sung nonstop. Like, I think that for my money, the crowd wanted to be behind Tiffy, and so they were behind Tiffy. And soon as it's not Tiffy and it's somebody else, or it's a different context,
they're
back to it, But they're having fun. They're a fan base. They're a crowd. live with
What happened to Bliss joining Wyatt 6? They switched plans, clearly.
Do we know why JoJo Offerman was at All In? I mean, I've come to learn that they apparently were doing some callback to Swerve's like theme in Chikara. But why was she the one doing it?
Because Tony Khan can get her and pay her, and why not? And he got her to do like a collision once as well. And Tony's just buying and like weaseling his way into the history books. That's really all it is. But like, I'm not trying to shit on that. Like, he's just a super indie promoter. As soon as everybody accepts that, then it's all good. He's just a mark-ass indie promoter. Okay, so Zaruka, they just steal KC2 shit there, or what's going on here, chat? The fuck? You fire KC2 and Soul Snatcher. Oh, and Charlotte sold that like $1 million. Bro, Soul hits those out of nowhere, too. Like, she's near a buckle, and you forget that that's her move, and she just hits them. Like, she doesn't even need a big running into it motion, really. Twisted Bliss. Or Sister Abigail, sorry, wrong move. They're all spinny moves, though, so. Yeah, this gear for Alexa, I like it. She needs to do more like this. Okay, here's Zarya about to fucking hit her with a gore. What is she doing? What is she setting her up for? Bless doesn't know what to do. She's on her feet. Oh, Charlotte's not there yet. Oh, a spear. Onto fucking Ruka. You're not trying to shit on it, but you did. Let JoJo take the money. No. I'm not trying to shit on Tony Khan overall. With him just like buying his name in the history books, that's really just all he did. So as far as wrestling's concerned, and no, I'm not mad at her getting money for her and her family at all. I will be the first to defend that. I'm the first to defend. People jumped on her like, oh man, she's like hanging out on a boat with her friends a year after Bray died. Oh, why is she being a thought and stuff? I saw people say shit like that on X a while ago, and I was like, man, are you guys fucking stupid? Like, this woman fucking have fun in her life, Like, trust me, I'm the first. Bliss, you just came back. Don't do shit like that. Oh my God, that's so terrifying. Yeah, no, I'm the first to defend her, trust me. But I was just saying, like, Tony, because it sounds shitty to say he just bought his place in the history books by Kerry Von Erich's on a Legends deal now. Where's the sicko shitting on Legends deals?
Well, Tony Khan has a history of like paying for people to come in that we don't know what the fuck they do or like why they're there.
Yo, son, working big. Hold up. Raquel worked big as shit. The only thing she did in this match was get tagged in. She ate a slap, got tagged in, walked in, one-hand powerbomb Soul, and won the fucking thing. That's crazy. That's crazy amazing. So I'm 2-1 tonight.
Yeah, just to wrap on JoJo.
Yeah.
I just am genuinely like curious, like what her connection is there. Like I've never heard her talk about AEW.
This is the connection, bro. Brody Lee passed away in that company. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Eric Rowan went there, and Brody Lee Jr. And Brody Lee Jr. was brought into the ring at for Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania moment, and that family and the Wyatt family and Bray and Brody Lee are like two of the guys in the business that no one ever has a bad thing to say about ever. Those are just two guys that nobody in the wrestling business, there's a bad story about everybody. Those guys don't have those, and they just love their families so much and shit, and they love the people around them and the little bit of fans that did interact. They had Mystique around them. They were two of the last guys with Mystique, and all of these factored. I'm just getting to the point that WWE is still releasing like Wyatt 6, fucking Bray Wyatt unreleased footage in WWE 2K and all of that. It's just the fact that like that family, and she was Bray Wyatt's wife, and she was in the wrestling business at one point, and she has a fucking family, and her husband's gone, and everyone respects them and their family, and that's what you do in the wrestling business. You take care of each other. If there's not a fucking community, like I get it, it's competition and all that, but for Tony, it's just about him saying this is a person who was in WWE, who's in a wrestling family that I can put on my show and like, oh, I was a huge fan of your husband. He's a big WWE mark. Tony watches all these shows. He's watching Evolution right now. Okay? He's watching it right now. I'm telling you, he's a huge WWE mark. You can tell by the way he tries to he copies everything they do. You can fucking tell. So to him, it's just she's a WWE person, and I respect her and her family. And I was such a Bray Wyatt fan, and I saw him wrestle Undertaker at this man before AEW was ever a thing. Tony was in all those fucking boxes watching all the WrestleMania. He was at every SummerSlam, every fucking. Believe that, okay? And I know because I know people who've seen him, who've been in the fucking rooms with him. So they'll tell you he was at every WrestleMania, every SummerSlam, every big fucking event. This guy's a huge wrestling fan. So it's just that he's a wrestling fan and he has money and he goes, I'm going to put on the biggest super wrestling indie show ever. And I'm going to bring in Bray Wyatt's wife because I was a fan of Bray Wyatt and she has young children and I'm a good person. Tony's a good person and I'm going to give her some fucking money. That's what it is. So people will try and spin it like, oh, let's parade her out there to whatever. But in wrestling, you have to fucking do that, you know, especially when someone's husband passes away and like he was their fucking provider. You know what I mean? Like I applaud Tony Khan for bringing her in. I really, really do. But it's just for Tony, it is a notch. It is a feather in his cap of just how many ex-WWE guys he can collect as well. There's an aspect of that. You know, if she was just some person who lost her husband, he wouldn't bring her on the show to sing the entrance. You know what I mean? And then if it was a callback to Shakara, I think people are saying it was a Shaka Khan song, right?
Yeah, but Swerve used the song as an
okay. I didn't know that, and
no, I learned that today.
I didn't know that, and good for him. And Tony Khan did that with Punk for his ROH theme and all that. So that's what Tony Khan does. So
no, that's cool.
It
didn't make any sense live, but it's definitely cool. Like that they did throw that back. That's like a real like if you know, you know, and I would guess there's probably like 500 people that know.
Yeah, so I'm going to end this poll in the chat.
All right, let's talk about the agent or whatever, and then I'll let you move on with your business.
Yeah, just give me a sec here. I need to. So what matches have we seen tonight here, guys? We have seen Judgment Day. Oh yeah, I was gonna fucking tweet out. So. I'm just going to tweet out Raquel Rodriguez. So is it Tiffy next or what? I'm curious. So I'm 2-1 tonight, chat. I'm going to fix this poll. Guys, come vote. There's 550 of you watching. If you're on X, youtube.com/@ProWrestleClips. Come watch in the live. Leave a comment, leave a dislike, whatever. Vote in the poll, and memberships are 99 cents. You get access to my bonus show every Monday. So here we go. I'm gonna end this poll. Judgment Day, you guys are cheaters. No, you're not. 44% said Judgment Day would win. 26 thought Charlotte and Bliss. 5 thought Zaruka. Kabuki Warriors, 24% thought would win, and they are hyping up. So we're doing the women's WWE undisputed women's title match right now. Pretty crazy. Who do you think wins the WWE Women's Championship match? That's wild. They're doing it already. Tiffany Stratton or Trish Stratus? Stardust. No, that was Cody Rhodes' old gimmick. No, Stratus. Okay, there we go. Polls in the chat. You guys let me know who you think's going to win. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, all together now. Ichi Nissan Da. For AEW News. So Josh Matthews was there at AEW All in Texas. I'm glad to see him. He's a mind of the business who's been around for a long time, and it's good to see him there. We also talked about Adam Cole, like, retired. I might have a clip of it quickly, but Mercedes Moné, Alfred Kunowa pointed this out. She wore the names of all of her victims leading up to the Toni Storm match, the same way Undertaker had caskets for each of his victims leading up to when he lost the streak, right? So the night they ended the streak, Kunowa caught that, and yeah, they ended Moné's streak. She fucking lost. And yeah, the people crying about, I mean, I'm sure in a perfect world, that's not what they really wanted to do. I don't think Tony wanted to do that, but I think they're catching on to, like, okay, the fans are really, like, even AEW fans are calling her Mercedes Hogan and shit. We need to do something about this. And her dropping the belt, or her, I mean, not capturing the belt, I don't think that's the end of the Moné belt collecting thing. In fact, I think Athena could cash in, win the women's world from Toni Storm, and then have the ROH and AEW titles, and then Moné will get both off Athena at the same. And then Toni can go and rematch both of them down the line eventually, you know, because that's a match hopefully AEW wants to return to. Like, there's some money in Storm versus Moné, I think, and I just think this was like probably a last minute pivot for fucking Tony. Honest to God, Tony Khan. Unless it isn't, and this is proof that Moné got all of her victims on her cape, like, well in advance. But I could see them maybe not, like, his plan was probably Moné wins it all in, but I just think who knows if it was a month or two, like, they caught wind of the internet sentiment, and Mercedes doesn't want to be called Mercedes Hogan. She's saying she wants to elevate women's wrestling. And again, the whole creative control, and she's walking into CMLL and telling people what to do. That's fucking dumb. And I've defended her on this, so I'm blue in the face. I'm not going to do it more, but she can't do that. And yes, these fucking dirt sheets have the one up on JD, because guess what? If Moné's booked on your hog show, and if Undertaker came to your show and said, I don't want Joe Tessitore on the show, they're not going to put Joe Tessitore on the fucking show. That's how it works. It walks into an indie. I don't want JD on the show. You're off the show. You're not as important as the wrestlers. You're not a draw. You're drawing nobody to this show. No one's here to see JD. So at the end of the day, and it's shitty. I don't like that you're not getting fired off your gigs or whatever. But at the end of the day, she has pull in the business, and her creative control. If it comes down to, like, her and Moxley gets the say. If it comes down to her and fucking Yuta, Moné gets the say. If it comes down to her and Queen Aminata, Moné gets the say. If it comes down to her and fucking Trish Stratus shows up in AEW, Trish Stratus going to have the say. Okay? So it's just, that's how it works. And people jump down Mercedes' throat for too long. But at the same time, that's Tony's fault. That's nobody else's fault. Yeah, she lost, and there you go. It was an ode to the Undertaker there a little bit. Again, we just have, like, how unserious the media scrums are. MJ from NJ, check this out. Righteous Reg said to Hangman Adam Page, this is an exact question or quote. He says, Hangman, you were counted out multiple times on your way up to the AEW World Championship. The Owen Hart tournament, a lot of people were like, this is Ospreay's tournament to win. And going into this match, people were like, the odds are all against you. How did you stay grounded and on the vision of what you needed to do? So it's like, are you guys part of the show? Like, is this shit all kayfabe, or is this shit all, or is this like a shoot, man? Like, pick one or the other. Get rid of these cringe things, man. This shit is so ridiculous. What do you make of that being a question? It's just so dumb. Like, are you guys part of the show now? I swear they think they are.
It's so dumb that I'm going to take this as an opportunity to plug a clip I saw where that same dude was with the Hurt Syndicate, and they were fucking roasting him. I don't know. I think these people just live in a kayfabe world. We've talked about this before. I don't even know that they're aware of how stupid it is to ask these questions. I don't know that they're aware how stupid and what a waste of time the entire press scrum was. Tony Khan wasted everyone's time with just, like, filibustering. But yeah, the same people that, you know, cry foul when people ask questions at the WWE ones, they're the ones that are actually doing this at the AEW ones. I don't know. These people are weird. I'm glad they enjoy AEW. I can't imagine that too many people in AEW think they're that cool. But, you know, whoever's going to give you the attention, I guess you go where the attention is.
So AEW All In surpasses WrestleMania 35 as the longest wrestling pay-per-view. And again, this is a thing that WWE people would try and shit on WWE for doing, is having these fucking 7-hour long events. I mean, I did it too before I had a show and shit. They already switched it to 2 nights and stuff by the time I had a pod and everything. But yeah, man. So it's just funny that this is like a celebrated fucking thing when AEW does it. Tony Khan confirms that moving forward, the AEW Unified Championship will be defended under continental rules, meaning defenses will have 20-minute time limits and interference will be strictly prohibited. Okada and Omega's title unification match at All In was fought under the unified rules of AEW. What a dumb fuck. I'm so sorry, Tony. There's no unified rules because you've never established them.
Guys, Tony Khan.
There's no fucking the continental rules. So then why wasn't it just for the continental belts? It's like, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid, and you're dumb. And kiss these guys' feet that they had a fucking solid match for you, buddy. That they had a really solid fucking veteran match for you on that card and didn't completely fucking, like gave us something on there where we're like, pro wrestling, don't fucking like thank those guys and just shut up, for real. Cause that's all dumb and you're dumb. Love you, but you're dumb. Okay. That was dumb. Here is Tony Storm at the press conference.
Mercedes Money, thank you for making me a better wrestler and a better woman.
So there was a spot where Tony Storm like ate out Monet.
And for keeping your lips clean, all 4 of them. You taste great.
So again, I knew this was going to happen. Just like, I don't know. It's like MJF doing the, oh yeah, I got a little tiny kosher pickle. Yeah, fat ass. It's just so like, it's just cringy. And with Tony Storm, she is funny. She's awesome. But every time she's just now going to throw in like my butthole's aching. Like, it's just going to be some like, just say, some 6th grader shit. Say something that everyone's going to clip. And, it's just cringe to me. And Adam Cole, I hope that he had this to say with tears in his eyes.
And
I hope he's okay. I don't want to even see him come back to wrestling. I don't at all whatsoever. And maybe Vince knew something we didn't about him being a bald-headed manager or something, right? I don't know. But I'm praying for him, man, and I hope he's okay. And Seth, too, man. If that injury's real, that's fucked.
I don't even want to think about talking about retiring because I am not in the right headspace, but I wanted to have this opportunity to come out and talk to you all if this is indeed goodbye, because you are the best damn wrestling fans in the world.
It should just be goodbye, Adam Cole. Like, man, you're not going to get more peak than what you did when he first came into AEW. It was super fun, some of the shit he was doing. And in the black and gold NXT, like, bro, you did it all. And in Ring of Honor, you had great shit. You did it all, man.
I have a lot to say about this Adam Cole situation.
I just really hope he's okay, man. I really, really do. What do you have to say?
Have you seen the reports that they apparently did not know he was going to be unavailable and or suffering concussion-related symptoms until Saturday morning?
Yeah, he wrestled like 2 days before All In, bro. Or whatever, 3 days before All In, yeah.
Give me a second so I could try to get this all out coherently. But the Khan family, all right, Tony Khan, his father Shad Khan, they are one of 32 owners of an NFL team. Yep. There is not an organization in the world, professional sports related, that has more strict and is under more of a microscope when it comes to concussion related injuries, in so much that they pull players from the biggest of games because they take a hit and somebody says that didn't look right and they put them into protocol. Meanwhile, we have now had situations in AEW, all right? An accident is an accident, an exception is an exception, but you have multiple incidents where talent have suffered concussions, been allowed to continue working, been allowed to continue to take bumps to the head.
Yeah.
We've had incidents like Hook where the pro wrestling media and so-called journalists gaslight the viewers to say what you saw is not what you saw, and then get corrected by the talent.
Yep.
They did suffer a concussion.
Yes. I've heard they have shit and like the medical in AEW.
Allegedly.
Shit. That's just what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not a dirt
This
sheet, but I've
is-
heard it's so bad that like
This is something that is starting to add up that is unacceptable. It needs to become a mainstream story that an owner of an NFL team also owns a professional wrestling company that seemingly does not give one fuck about health and safety and concussion related injuries. Because you cannot tell me that nobody monitored Adam Cole. This guy had a concussion and was out for nearly a year, which he spoke about. They made it part of his return of how hard his recovery was and how he was disabled. And he comes back, and within weeks of coming back, he takes a buckle bomb on an apron that looked bad, then is put into a situation where he's taking bumps before this all-in match. There is no care for this guy. And it's objectively, as a fan of watching wrestling, all right, I don't want to watch a product where I have to wonder, am I going to watch this until somebody gets paralyzed or damn near dies for entertainment of people who don't care about their safety, despite being online pretending like they do.
Right, and say what you will about WWE, but even Vince, like the safety of wrestlers was like his main fucking thing, man. Like that was a huge thing. Now, like way back in the day, everyone worked hurt, pal. Well, yeah, you had to. Like we're talking once it went public and shit, their main thing was, and that's just it. It's a private company, so no one cares. But
the NFL has evolved. I bring up the NFL because, again, one of 32 families that own a team. All right.
Did you know that that the Jaguars also failed with an F in a study done by ESPN? I covered it on the show for family, like a player family dynamic, as far as like, you know, after a Jaguars game, the Jaguars got to go to they got to like walk out in the parking lot and look for their fucking families, you know, like they don't have. You should look this up, MJ. You'll find it quite interesting. I covered it on the show. But they failed the fucking the family player family management study or whatever that ESPN did, which is pretty crazy. Speaking of which, though, like we have the cage match ratings I told you about, so there you go, all in Texas. But another thing they sort of fail at, apparently, according to Paradigm. So this is Nick Lopiccolo. So he's a talent agent at Paradigm, head of the sports group, and co-head of content finance. Okay. And he doesn't directly represent CM Punk, but I believe CM Punk's with Paradigm, right? If I'm not mistaken. And I might be wrong about that, but either way, a bunch of wrestlers are represented by Paradigm and whatnot. And he oversees the sports or whatever. So what agency represents CM Punk? Quickly, I believe it's Paradigm. Yes. So this is why people are like Punk's agent. Like I think this guy used to work with Punk directly or whatever. But he talks about how pretty much at one of these Full Gear events, and then I think they were talking about this most recent AEW show as well, comparing it. So we're going down a bit of an inception. Trishy and Tiffy are cooking, though. But AIR Gold put out some bullshit saying, like, oh, this guy represents Punk or whatever, and he deleted it because he's a dumb fuck. And Switchblade's like, and who do you represent? And then...
you know why he deleted it?
Because he's a fucking...
No, because Nick responded back, thanks for the promotion.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I
AR
do
Gold's
represent very successful, talented wrestlers. Thank you for letting people know that I am an agent for wrestlers. Please contact me. He is a dumb fuck. Dude, he is one of the dumbest fucks. I'm sorry. I'm done making fun of certain people. He is a dumb fucking fuck.
Yeah, dude. I just mute. You just don't pay attention to AR Gold, bro. That's like that should not even be anyone even responds.
Well, I felt bad because they very much singled him out and tried to team up on him for not nefarious reasons. But like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like dumb fucks are dumb fucks.
Well, I don't know. He's just a scumbag dude, and then people want to slime you. Like when you're slimy, people want to slime you out, dude. That's what you see time and time again. And the IWC is just mentally ill people, bro. And they're all fucking like there's a section of the IWC where they just all like they're not even doing wrestling anymore. They're just talking about fucking. They're all just trying to like expose each other, and they're all marks for themselves and shit. Can't fall into that stuff. Anyways, this guy says standing by this. So sounds like the dopes are finding out what people in the entertainment industry really think of AEW and are having a hissy fit. Okay, now I try to bring this to light to so many people. Okay, Tiffy landed on fucking Trishy's head, and she was all good though. She gave Jessica Carr the Iggy, but that looked nasty. But yeah, Tiffy is a full-blown heel. Everybody cheers her, and she defended her title. And that was a fucking amazing match, actually. I got to be perfectly fucking honest. But okay, anyways, rewind. So, Nicola Piccolo responds and said, most in entertainment don't even know it exists. At Full Gear 23, they invited execs to the Forum. The Forum Club, which is normally always a premium VIP experience, had no food and bartenders, and we laughed at the cheap setup. Many left and never came back. What the fuck? Look at that. That's what Tony does. So look, we continue along. He quote tweeted and said, forget about leaving money on the table. TK didn't even leave food on the table for his VIP guests. So this guy says, I didn't go to that show, but it was a big show for AEW. If I recall, it was their first LA show. What a wasted opportunity. And Nicola Piccolo says, all execs love free stuff and exclusive experiences. Facts. Asking them to drive over an hour to Inglewood for Forum Club access, then delivering no food, no drinks, no curated access, and terrible seats is a missed opportunity at best and incompetent at worst. Okay? They're doing indie pro wrestling shit. They don't really know what they're doing in football either. Their dad Shad Khan invented the bumper for the modern vehicle and is now his family owns sports teams and shit.
You ever see the movie Tommy Boy?
Thank you, Trish Chance, ringing out as she may retire. That could have been her last match. I bet we get her at another Mania or something. But so Nicola Piccolo says, many of us brought kids to the show. I saw other execs get told their kids couldn't meet the talent. And when we finally got to our seats, 5 or 6 rows from the top of the arena, it was anything but a family-friendly section, and there was a death match. So, guys, this is what Hollywood, like, here, he says this as well. He says, the most valuable commodity to high-level LA execs is their time. You already burn 90 minutes. Guys, this is why elevator pitch is a thing, right? And I know this, too. When you have to pitch yourself or pitch to someone, you don't have all day to fucking do it. Everything's fast and it's cutthroat, dude. Like the way people cry about getting criticized in the wrestling business and denied and rejected in the wrestling business, try going in the acting business, dude. Try going to Hollywood and making it. Holy fuck. But he says, you already burned 90 minutes asking them to drive to Inglewood, find parking and search for the right entrance. And then think about it. They get in there, and it's typically a VIP experience. They don't even have food or drinks for you, and you're trying to impress them. Now imagine they invited Kendrick Lamar to come to the show. You know what I mean? Like, how would they have fucking accommodated him? So anyways, Forum Club wristbands were handed out at a folding table nowhere near the usual private lot access. So the Forum Club wristbands were being handed out. So these VIP execs had to go with the regular folks and get their tickets. And I know some people might think that, like, oh, what are you complaining that you didn't get the rich guy privilege access? Well, kind of like, why is Tony inviting these execs there? And then because he doesn't want TV deals and shit like that. You know what I mean? So people got to understand, Tony really thinks that if Dynamite came on instead of Raw one Monday, they'd steal all their fans and then some. Dave Meltzer's convinced of that. These people want to be mainstream like the WWE. And, dude, Leilani Kai is in the fucking crowd. Amazing. But yeah, so at the end of the day, this guy just tells you, like, that's what it was like. So imagine this all-in show. Why would any bigwigs in Texas Like how, I don't know. It just shows you, I mean, this guy's speaking LA, and that's important because we're talking about the Hollywood and the mainstream sort of aspect to it, you know. But this is why people speculate. Metro Boomin wants some more in the crowd. But this is why people think that Chris Jericho wants to return to WWE as well, because, you know, he's in airports and shit. Lil Yachty, Lil Boat's in the house. You know, people are asking Chris Jericho. Lil Yachty gets recognized, I'm sure, almost everywhere. You know, Jericho's in the airport and people are like, when are you coming back to WWE? When are you coming back to wrestling? He's like, I'm in AEW, you know? So, and they're like, what the fuck is that? And a guy did that on Jericho's podcast, MJ. A guy, I forget his name. He's like a famous singer guy. He has like millions of fucking fans online, I guess. And this guy was on Jericho's pod and he's like, oh yeah, so like when you coming back to wrestling? Like what's AEW and shit? He had no clue. And Conan speculated, you know, Jericho, and he knows Jericho. And he's like, dude, I think Jericho will be in WWE. He's like, it happened to me when TNA was the thing. When you're in the airport and people are saying, who's, are you still wrestling? Where's the Wolf Pack? And he's like, I'm in TNA. And they're like, what the fuck is that? Jericho's dealing with that too, man. And he sees the business. You think Jericho and Fozzy wouldn't like to be doing shows in Vegas on WrestleMania weekend and being a part of Fanatics and all that shit? You don't think Jericho wouldn't enjoy making a new song with Fozzy, making it his new theme for WWE and having it be a number one hit record again? You don't think he'd enjoy that? Like, come on, man. It's all part of the show. And, yeah, Hollywood sort of, I guess they don't take AEW serious at all. Let's be perfectly honest. And again, this isn't to shit on or boo-boo them, but it's just perception. And I think Tony's catching on to that, actually. And I think that's why this show, this All In, wasn't riddled with glass spots and fucking dumbass. Everything was a death. We had blood in the pre-show, and we got blood at the fucking, you know, they saved it for the Moxley Hangman match, and I think that's why you're seeing more. He's trying to Hollywood it up a bit, and that's why now, oh yeah, we'll do a residency and film a bunch of our. Now we'll listen to Phil Marks, you know. Now we'll fucking do it because I'm starting to realize, yeah, like WBD shit's not looking good, you know. Thank God Superman is. Well, people will debate how good it's doing, but I think it's doing fine. I think it'll make money, you know, at least. Hopefully it hits $1 billion. Who knows? But I think it'll make money. But either way, you know, we'll see how it all plays out. Like mid 2026 will be very telling. And yeah, like Tony, I think he's starting to feel on his back foot a bit, which is what I've been saying he needs. Never in his life has he ever been put on his back foot. And I think he needs that I think if Collision gets canceled, that's egg on his face. He'll never be like Rampage and Collision canceled. I don't know how they explain that, you know? So I think that he's going to get not desperate, but I think and let's face it, All In, they are focusing on their core guys, like doing all the shit your boy Phil said they should be doing for 2 years. And now he's doing it and the sickos are eating it up. This is the best. The feeling's back. Well, you're welcome. This is all you're trying to say that you guys need to do more of. And you're starting to do it. And hopefully, and people will say, oh, Hollywood doesn't take AEW serious. MJF's in a fucking, yeah, there's outliers to everything. There's people with fucking their hearts born outside their chests. We don't discuss the world as though everyone has their hearts outside their chest. You guys get what I'm saying? Yes, MJF's an outlier. He's a star no matter where he goes in wrestling. The guy's going to be a star, right? It's like Blake Monroe. She's going to be a star. AEW, WWE, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's my rant on that. And just as somebody who's worked on like the creative side of like, you know, I've written a thing, you know, it's difficult and it's hard to be taken seriously when you're in the fucking bit. If you're a fucking actor, like I'm an actor, it's hard to be taken. I'm a writer. No writers get taken seriously. You know what I mean? So especially in that world. So let alone you're in the wrestling business and then you're the number 2. And then it's like imagine that they were saying what, Full Gear 23. So it's probably just like a deathmatch, bloodfest, stupid shit, gaga show they were doing 2 years ago. You know, it seemed like every month they were having some fucking bed of nails, something exploding in someone's face or something. And it's like, you got to think about that and how that affects them. Like in that world when WWE still doesn't get fully taken seriously. And it's starting to now, finally, because the guys like Batista and Cena and The Rock went and fucking proved themselves. Like even Hogan didn't get taken seriously in Hollywood and wasn't a good actor. But after these dudes went and laid the fucking road, now we're seeing Cody Rhodes in movies, and now we're seeing WWE covered in the mainstream again. And like, if you want that AEW, if AEW fans really want that shit, you're going to have to listen to Phil. You're going to have to bite the bullet and do. Tony Khan's starting to, I feel like, hopefully, maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I hope he's like feels like he's on his back foot a bit. And I hope he's feeling a bit of pressure for once in his life to like actually come through and do something and get this shit taken seriously, you know? I didn't like the spot with Hangman in the triangle choke, like stabbing Moxley in the head. I thought that was stupid. That was dumb as fuck and unneeded. That being said, though, at least they saved it all for the very last match of this big, huge pay-per-view. Like, let's face it, if Punk went out there with Rollins and in the main event of Mania Night 1 for the title, they're in a cage and we get a spot where a screwdriver hits a dude in the head and he's gushing, we'd all be like, this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And it's the fact AEW does it all the time where, it's hard to give them the pass, but at least they saved it for the main event. If you isolate that event alone, and hopefully that means Tony Khan's waking up to the shit, and hopefully he's improved the executive experience over the last 2 years. You guys get what I'm getting at? That's my rant on it. What do you say, MJ? Anything to add?
I think more now than ever, I am noticing that AEW is catering to their hardcore audience. I mean, take the stuff that we saw in the Monet Tony Storm match, the comment that you just played from Tony Storm at the press scrum. That is very, very specific for a very, very targeted audience. I don't know that AEW has an ability anymore. And this is not a good thing for AEW, but this is a reality. All right, they have an audience that absolutely hates that WWE is successful. So how does AEW pivot to being successful like WWE?
They can't. They have to separate.
Right.
Yeah.
And in order to do so, you have to do things like bring in sponsorships, like really try to cater to Hollywood in order to develop the relationships you need, in order to develop the partnerships you need. And in doing so, that would be directly opposite what their fans seem to either want and or rather hate from WWE. And it puts AEW in a very, very tight spot. And this is years now of kind of been boiling or coming to a boil now. But I think that's a problem for AEW's ability to really grow. And therefore, it may just be destined to be this niche product like the agent was saying, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think that requires a change to how they perceive their kayfabe world.
Yeah,
they're not on this level, and they will never be on this level of WWE. And
also not to interrupt, but think about how they fucking blew up. Like in that LA show, they fucked up and blew their shot with a bunch of people probably in that moment as well. That's what you don't understand. Like it's so cutthroat a lot of times. Like that someone could have came to that show he invited and got no food and drinks, who's going to be in charge of very important shit for the next 8 years. And Tony just fumbled that. You know what I'm saying, MJ? Like that's the problem. You get one shot a lot of times, you know? Like Eminem says,
one chance to make a first impression,
right?
And that small window of time that you have to make a first impression is going to last you much, much longer, and it's very hard to undo that, especially when people are not unfamiliar with the Jacksonville Jaguars trials and tribulations. I mean, it's the least desirable place for guys to go play. So when you see a Bill Simmons and you see others in the sports media, Chris Russo and others, ridicule the Jaguars, they're not doing it because they're afraid they're going to hurt someone's feeling. They're doing it because they're going to hurt nobody's feeling, because there's nobody outside a very select few people at Daly's Place that actually think anything other than what they're saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was AEW news.
I'm going to go watch this final match. Phil, I'm very impressed. You went all weekend. kudos.
That's
to
what I
you.
do, bro. The Iron Man of the fucking IWC over here. The I is for Iron Man, if you didn't know. Round of applause, guys. Go and follow my friend or don't, whatever. WrestleGraphs at WrestleGraphs and SumX Error, MJ from NJ, whatever you're doing. I appreciate you coming on. And anything you got to plug? I know you're gonna say never,
I had a great discussion with George and Jake just before this on their
Excellent.
Sunday night spaces, which is fantastic. They really curate a nice conversation. They allowed me to kind of talk to them about the business, some of the things we talked about yesterday, but also a little bit more in the aftermath. And just, I am really, really disturbed by what seems to be the prevailing I'll say early because, stories in the dirt sheets are always subject to change. But if the early indications are what they seem to be, that Adam Cole is the one who approached AEW and that AEW seemingly didn't have an idea about this concussion after his history of concussions in their company. I think that this rises above pro wrestling and actually becomes something worth talking about because, again, you're talking about the Khan family. And they are one of 32 owners of an NFL team. And that shit's not a joke in that world. So why is it a joke or why is it fodder in pro wrestling?
Yep. There's no checks and boundaries and checks and balances. And I'm sure we'll talk about that more on Wednesday as well. And so
yeah, I'm gonna send you something, and if you feel it's appropriate,
please
feel free
if you
to cover it on Wednesday.
Please just DM me stuff like anything about sort of what you're talking about with the Adam Cole situation. Even if you want to write a little excerpt, even DM that shit to me or whatever. And I'll cover it more Wednesday because that's like when we're watching Dynamite and it's more topical, I think, and maybe even some more information will come out before then. You know what I'm saying?
It goes beyond the Adam Cole thing. Is the camel that breaks the straws, the straw that breaks the camel's back. It is a camel. Also.
It's the camel that power bombed him on the fucking apron head first.
But
Not to be. Come on, guys.
This is something that again, accidents are accidents. What happened with Seth yesterday, what we saw happen with JD McDonough when he had the flip, right, and that was an internal injury. Accidents are accidents, exceptions are exceptions, but when you see a noticeable pattern and you can start to point to multiple examples of things that that doesn't really pass the smell test, all right? And I'll give you an example. AEW is known as a place that if you have had to retire for previous neck or head-related injuries, that you will probably be cleared in AEW.
Yep.
And we watched Daniel Bryan wrestle for a year, having some of the most intense matches he's ever had, while he was telling us that his neck was as worse as it's ever been. And
Saraya was there too.
Saraya, Shibata. And if you look at the controls in place, all right, between talents being told to protect themselves, Adam Copeland jumps off a cage, breaks his leg at the age of 50. All right, a little different to recover at the age of 50 than 25. Adam Cole comes back from concussions and is taking buckle bombs on the apron, or whatever. I guess they're apron bombs. This is no longer something that is isolated. This is something that has become a systemic thing and is not a flaw. This is a feature. AEW features death-defying stunts. They feature intense matches and hard hitting, and they feature violence and more violence. And at some point, we are all going to be watching a show and something terrible is going to happen. And then all the people who seem to be gaslighting viewers and ignorant or blissfully ignorant to this now are going to act like they are the biggest talent safety merchants out there. And I want them all to go find themselves and then go fuck themselves because they don't give a shit about talent safety. They give a shit about playing to a base that gives them money and subscribers and views. And at the end of the day, you're either about it or you're not. And this thing about Adam Cole is just the straw that breaks the camel's back for me, because there is no reason he has to go out this way except for the negligence and the lack of monitoring of a situation with a talent with a history. And that is what I have to. Sorry, I went long there.
No, that's fine.
Fired up. Like, it's fucking bullshit.
No, that's fine. And I was just gonna end it by going, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was AEW news.
That is more than
guys, Tony
AEW
Khan.
news. This should be wrestling news And if I have an ability to do anything in this space, I'm going to make sure that it rises to some levels of attention because it's just fucking trash.
Yeah, dude. Okay, MJ, I'll let you get out of here, brother. Thank you for coming and dropping bars. I appreciate you. I will see you again soon. And yes, send me shit about Adam Cole for the Wednesday show. And if you'd like to come talk more about it, you're welcome to do that. Round of applause, chat, for MJ from MJ. Came in and dropped bars. Speaking of dropping bars, dude, Jade Cargill grabbed that camera and smashed old girl over the fucking head here, man. You know what I mean? Dude, this match is crazy. Then she chucked that shit. This match has been cooking. I think Evolution and Tiffy and Trish cooked. I think this has been my favorite card of the weekend. Oh my God, drop that fucking toolbox, dude. That's frightening. I think this has been my favorite event of the weekend. Without question. Jesus, that's vicious. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bianca's a good ref too, isn't she? So guys, like there's like 600 of you guys watching. Make sure you tune into youtube.com/@ProWrestleClips. Become a member, hit like, hit subscribe. You can super chat in, you can gift a membership. You can tell me go fuck myself. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/ProWrestleTimes. Tons of exclusive content, shit that can't be on YouTube. You know, all that good stuff. We have a table set up backwards now. These girls are going full Moxley here. No forks or scissors. It's not badass. Yeah, exactly. Chat, were we cooking? Were myself and MJ cooking there? I was trying to breeze through it. I went on a rant about the little Hollywood entertainment side of things. And then MJ comes in and dropping bars about Adam Cole. Let me know if we were cooking. So that was a botch. She was supposed to hit her with the toolbox. Yeah, she's supposed to splat her head right there. Who gives a fuck with the Kentucky? Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, chill. It's man, I feel for Moose. He was preparing to face former NXT star. Now he's upset he can't because the dude he's going to face got fatally shot. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Good shit, bruv. Cook so hard. Northern. Wait. Where's the, what do you mean? There's yeah, he was supposed to, oh. What are you talking about? Is someone RIP'd that we didn't? I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Oh man, Jade through the table. Yeah, Hughesy's in his fucking theater watching this, but he's like, that. This crowd's insane. We're like DMing. Someone made a sign at WWE as well at this event that says, I got lost on my way to the Beyonce concert. There's a Beyonce concert nearby. It's really going to help. Or, I mean, it's really going to hurt this fucking event and all this garbage. Earlier that Cargill's got the title opportunity at SummerSlam already 3 weeks away, but you have to wonder what a loss is no holds barred to a bitter enemy Naomi would do to her psyche heading into that match. We've got a psyche. I'm more concerned about the body. Now she's talking shit. I don't know if this is match of the night. Tiffy and Trishy was real good. I know we were firing off news, but it was such a good match. I think this is my favorite event of the weekend. Is she gonna do that split-legged? Oh, Jade. I mean, Jade's been solid in this match. Oh, dude. And look, Naomi's got color. Oh my God. I think Naomi will snake that fucking title before Jade can get to it with the cash in, or like in Jade's match. She'll steal that moment away from her. Yeah, the women brought their fucking A game for this show. I think this is my favorite. And look how good Jade was this match. People shit on her. No, like I put a tweet out. I was like, she's getting better. They're like, no, she's still shit. And it's like, well, she's still green, but she's getting better. It's just there's little things. Oh, dude, Jade's eyeing down Bianca too. And then ultimately, she was just awesome in this match. Like, obviously, Naomi led her through that match as well, but like, yeah, man. Great shit, pal. I think that was great shit. And yeah, Naomi's just fantastic. This heel run she's on is fucking so good, dude. It's such a good reinvention. And she's going to have big moments this year because I don't think she's going to be wrestling too much longer. So I could see her. Jade's about to win the title at SummerSlam. Naomi steals it from her. Naomi carries it till it doesn't even have to be Mania, but you could go all the way to Mania. Jade finally beats Naomi and gets that fucking title at Mania. Like, finally, wins the Rumble and then works, or like wins the Chamber, whichever way they go with that. And then she gets to Naomi finally, scratch and claw. And then, and then we'll see. I love that. There's an Evolution post show, so Triple H will talk about the entire weekend. I'd love to check that out. I'll check that out for sure afterwards. 600 of you watching. Yeah, become a member, subscribe, like, share, all that, all the YouTube shit, guys. And yeah, I appreciate your support and everything you guys do. And yeah, memberships get on my bonus show, and I have a Patreon as well. We've done some tremendous hot news here today already. MJ was in here spitting. Yesterday was a 9-hour show that I thought was brilliant the whole way through. And yeah, I just thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. This Evolution show, I think, has been my favorite of the weekend thus far. I mean, unless this Battle Royal shits the bed, we have a Battle Royal and we have the World Championship. So unless those matches shit the bed. And then on Raw, we have a gauntlet match, dude. Punk. So member show tomorrow. We're going to watch this. Punk, Jay, LA Knight, Penta, Breaker. Gauntlet match. Winner goes to SummerSlam. Come on. Come on. A battle royal. Here we go. So chat, I'm just going to write in chat. Everybody, don't say anything. Put your fucking prediction right now who you think. Who do you think wins the Battle Royal? Everyone put your predictions in right now. Bull Nakano, Vac Air. Junito Valadon, man, thanks for being on the middle with your takes. It's a fresh perspective. Yeah, and I roast myself, fence sit and Phil, but here's the thing. It's not even that it's fence sitting. Like, I tell you guys what I think, but then I'm also trying to show y'all the other, but I try to go, but this would be the devil's advocate to what I think, or vice versa. Or they're saying this, and here's what I think, or here, you know? So, but you got to present both the fucking sides. That's how you make a better narrative, dude. Takes two to tango. And yeah, so thank you for thanking me, dude. And yeah, Bella getting a good pop, but I mean, not as big as Trish, not as big as just saying. She did get a big one, though. I'm not shitting on her. Here we go. We have Nikki Bella, Nikki Punk. I'm going Nikki. Stephanie, Nikki. Nikki or Vac Air, Steph, Mayu Iwatani. Nyla Rose. No, they announced Mark Henry. They announced all 20 competitors. Nikki, both Bellas. No, because they announced all 20. So no, I don't think, unless like a wild AJ Lee appears. I thought she was going to come out to start the show and then do commentary. That's what I thought AJ Lee was going to do, but nah. I need to know who's in it. I forget the names. They were posted somewhere in a graphic, and then we haven't seen them since. Need Twin Magic. There are more women girls at the show than last month on AEW shows. Yep. Unless this Battle Royal and main event shit the bed, which it's Io and Ripley. They're not going to shit the bed, dude. So unless this Battle Royal's the worst one ever, Brian, we're pretty goddamn good. We're in the clear here as far as a great event.
Entrances continue for the Battle Royal.
Natalia's coming out. So, guys, I'm watching this on Netflix, so I'll tell you what's going on if you guys are in commercial, by the way. I don't know. So, Natalia's coming out. She got a big pop. Maxine Dupree, she got a good little buzz there. She's coming out not to Natty's music or any new music, by the way. Jada Parker, she gets a good reaction. Oh, yeah. Fabio El Fabio for 2 says shame Asuka can't fit in the ring for this match. Man, fuck you guys, but she is wearing a bodysuit and shit now, so there's a good chunk of people saying Jada Parker. Oh, man, Lash Legend getting a big pop. They need to bring her on the main roster. Her and Jakara should have went to the main roster and won the tag belts, and they'd be so over. No commercials on Peacock. Well, there you go. We're getting all the entrances. Lola Vice, big pop. And she, yeah, super viral. We were covering that on yesterday's show. Zelina Vega. She actually got a good reception. Thank God, because she never does, dude. And this is why. She's on SmackDown, and her song sounds like the SmackDown theme. And look, she's doing this. I'm dark and twisted, spooky. How long? And look, I'm heel. No high fives. That's what Zelina's doing. How long till she's with Aleister Black? Over, under on months until she's with Aleister Black. I'm telling you guys that for a fucking fact, man. They're going to be together. She's going to be managing him on his heel run now that he's turned heel too. She's turning heel. Spooky group. Kalani Jordan, she doesn't get a huge reaction, but again, with Izzy Dame coming out, or is it Tatum Paxley? So she's in the culling? Wow. Oh, so she's like officially in the culling. That's fair enough. George Capture for 2 says Mrs. Marks for the weekend W. That's true. That's true. I'm the champion around here. Tatum is ridiculous. Yeah, everyone's got their faves, bro. $8 Peacock Gang. Yeah, I'm in Canada, so we got Netflix. Dude, BFAB getting a good pop. Shout out BFAB. Now, you guys know I'm a big proponent of BFAB. Like, I like her and her position on the roster, and she has improved tremendously. And Michin getting a big pop as well. Pretty decent. Here we go, Ivy Nile. And everyone's just booing as soon as they hear that fucking Gable music, dude. Her gear's dripping, though. Oh, she's got that fucking Americana gear. Like, she's dripping. Look at that gear, chat. Here we go, dude. Candice LeRae. She gets like 0 reaction. I'm sorry, dude. I was a big fan of her on the indies and shit. You know, her and Joey Ryan were the world's cutest tag team. That was the thing. Here comes Nia Jax, who I think is everyone's like favorite to win this. If it were a shoot, brother.
You know, way back in 2018, in the very first Evolution, Nia Jax won the women's battle royal. And she do it again tonight to earn a championship opportunity.
Nia just fucking. I love how it's like a tunnel they're coming out of, too. God damn. I know that it's the same setup from SNME, but. Oh, shit. Vac Air, dude. The lightning hits. Listen to the ovation. Here we go, Vac Air. I would love if she won this. She's so over, dude. Fuck yeah. God, I love Stephanie. Honestly, I love Nia. Just give me 15 to 20 seconds. Can't have that smile, Steph. She's the top. Vac Air needs to dominate. Yeah, 626, man. Shout out your pooch, man. You dropped a pic in the Discord, the little cutie. Who gets the devil's kiss? Fucking. Oh, here comes Julia. Big pop for her, too. God damn. Nia versus Asuka will collapse the ring. Dude. So how many entrants have come out? And I'm glad they're all getting their own entrances. I lost count. I feel like something big's got to happen too, just to try and steal the headlines away, or maybe like Triple H is going to do his post show talking about the whole fucking weekend as well. Yeah, Zelina's going to do the spooky woman stuff with Alistair is what's going to happen. A battle royal is typically 20. No, I know, but how many have come out already? It's 20. Like, it is 20 women battle royal. We know that for a fact. But are we at all the entrances, or is there one more? No, that's it right there. Let's go. Okay, guys, who do you think's gonna win? I think, yeah, it's got to be Nikki or Steph. Tatum's gone already. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah, exactly. Establish Nia as like the fucking brilliant. I already love this. I told Husey, I was like, unless they completely shit the bed on this battle royal, like what a fucking event.
And Kalani Jordan now on the apron, knocked into the NXT Women Izzy David Tatum Paxton, who were eliminated. Jordan's free up towards the floor, and technically she is still legal. Yeah, she's on an announce table. She's kind of stuck on an island now.
So, guys, here's an allegedly from someone, I can't remember his name. That maybe possibly that who might work in and around WWE, but there's completely convinced that now that Meltzer and others are just lying about WWE's business blatantly. We knew that. Apparently, Evolution tickets had been selling slowly, but well by any metric, for what, and especially for what they anticipated. Kalani doing some crazy Royal Rumble type shit. Yet Meltzer said it was a dead event, and there might possibly be some heat on Vac Air, but no reason given. Again, we're not a dirt sheet here. This is just all. I don't know if it's heat on her, but it could be with the whole La Hiedra stuff, and with the whole there's always going to be rumors of, oh, there's restraining orders and this and that.
Allegedly.
So whatever. We're not. This is South Park. We're just talking shit. But yeah, that's. There you go. And I just think it stems from that. Like, there's always going to be like, oh, she won't be around Dragon Lee and Andrade. And then she's standing right next to them at the fucking announcement of the AAA. So who knows? It remains to be seen. We'll see. But this so far has been awesome. And Kalani did a whole ass Royal Rumble spot on this thing. And this, I'm actually a big fan. And I know people hate battle royals and shit. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of battle royals and rumbles and shit like that. Back elbow from Niall onto Stephanie. Oh, yeah, ahead. Oh, Ivy's going. Oh, is Julia, what is she going to do? She's just smiling. I love Julia, her whole demeanor. She just throws Niall over. Could have got. Oh, Bella attacking Julia. Dude, we live in a world where Julia's wrestling Nikki Bella right now. They're chanting Nikki Bella. I can't believe we're seeing like Nikki Bella and Julia trading blows, dude. Fuck, man. You just know, who'd have ever thought? Julia got to get rid of those braids. I disagree. No one else has them. She looks super unique. Well, I guess you got B-Fab back there with the red ones. It's got to be hard for women to find their own unique hair color and style. You know, that's the key thing that all women's wrestlers have to do, you know? Oh, yeah. Who's going to get the devil's kiss? Well, who's going to go the most viral doing it? Nikki Bella, of course. Oh, no. Chelsea Green cuts it off, gets all the heat. Yeah, I mean, she's a threat, too, because she's got Niven and Alba in there helping her out. Could Chelsea Green versus Nikki Bella be the feud that they go to in the interim because Liv's hurt? That could be one as well. I'd love to see Chelsea Green work with Nikki Bella. That'd be great. I think they'd pull great shit out of each other. Oh, dropping the straps. Maxine dropping the straps. Doing the worm, dude. She does too many. You're doing too many. Okay. Natty, do the worm. What is Kalani doing? That's just confusing what's happening now. They're doing too much. Okay. So they just fucked whatever that spot was supposed to be. They just like fucked it up. Oh, Jada throws Natty out. Whoa. Whoa. Liv and Io? Wait, yeah, sorry. Who was Nikki supposed to fight on this card? Wasn't it Liv? Yeah, that was silly. They botched right there with that worm shit, and then they botched whatever Kalani was trying to do with the clothesline to the throw over. It's okay. They'll get it back. It was Liv, yeah. So they were gonna do Liv was gonna beat Nikki Bella on this show. Or get fucked over by Raquel, right? So she was gonna have a big. Now Netflix is glitching out, so 30 million viewers on Max, Brian. I spent $37 for 2 Superman tickets. Lucky. Tickets are fucking hella expensive. Like, I probably paid fucking 24 for just the one for mine. I'm not even joking. They just see now people don't like Meechin and BFAB, but they just twerked on fucking Jada, then tossed her over. Oh, Kalani. Oh, Candace. Well, okay. So is Candace going to go to NXT? You know, like what happened there? There's got to be something more that comes of that. Oh, Lash like picking Nia up. Oh, pump kicks Nia. Movie tickets are $5 on Tuesdays where I live. Yeah, but is that for new movies as well? Because they would do that at a lot of theaters where I live as well. Like you would have like Tuesdays were the cheap ticket day, but like a lot of theaters have gotten away from that. And Julia Gulia with the vicious knee. And also now it's like the cheap movies have become like $10 or whatever now, you know, it's like a little more expensive. I mean, I enjoy going to the theater. Oh my God, don't do shit like this on the apron. You're going to fucking drop Zillion on her head or something. But yeah, take advantage of that. The movies are awesome, dude. And Superman's awesome. I'll talk about it. Guys, I have Squid Game and Superman shit. It couldn't come this weekend. I had so much streaming to do. And then today I got to stream and edit and shit. Then tomorrow I got to stream. So I'm going to work my ass off tomorrow to get my Squid Games and Superman shit up like through this week. Okay. You will hear my thoughts on Superman. You will see an awesome Squid Game Ultra review I did as well. Piper just fucking tosses BFAB. He said Candice Michelle. Is that me saying that? Did I say that? Because I loved Candice Michelle growing up. She was like my crush, you know, in her era, one of my crushes. But and like Christy Hemme and shit. That was a good era of divas. But if I was saying Candice Michelle, I apologize. I meant Candice LeRae, but oh, Michael Cole. Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say I've definitely. You get to a point where it's called like I forget like the lumbar number or whatever, where you can only remember X amount of names and then you start shitting some out. For sure, I've done that in my life, dude. For sure, I'm the worst with names, like legit in real life. Oh my God, a crucifix bomb. Oh, Zelina's oh. Oh, she's going to fucking press her up. Oh, my God. Lash is so impressive. So we're down to Steph, Lola. So they're just pushing Lola to the moon, which I told you guys they would, which I told you guys when she first got signed to WWE. And I said Valerie Lareda is I was already a fan of her as an MMA fighter. Oh, and Nikki just throws over Alba. And I'm like, she is going to be such a good, because she's a shooter, but there's like I've shown y'all the video, right? Like she knocks out a chick in Bellator and then she's fucking dancing like she does in WWE after, and the crowd's going insane. And she goes, she has a good social media following. So when she signed up to WWE and was like, I want to be like The Rock and shit, it was like amazing. People were already saying, yo, the UFC needs to get this girl and market her and stuff. How much better to go into to get out of shoot fighting, she doesn't have to get fucking punched in the head for real, and she can do this and be a superstar now. So fucking shout her out, man. And they're pushing her tremendously and in AAA as well. Oh, see, she's getting the moment with Bella. Stephanie's gonna hit the devil's kiss on fucking Nikki. I'm willing to bet. And this is called getting the rub, kids. And this is a good palate refresher a little bit. And then we get to the main event where Io and Rhea are going to cook for fucking 25 minutes, So it's a good palate refresher as well, having a battle royal here. Damn, Niven went down hard. Oh, Chelsea throwing fucking strong. That was a stiff shot, dude. Oh, Chelsea's going to get the devil's kiss. Is Nikki going to do it with her? Don't. Yeah, don't grift. Don't wheeze the juice. Let her do her bit. There you go. The cringiest are these goofballs in the IWC who are who will sit there and go, scissor me, daddy ass. But then they think it's cringe for people to go, at the Stephanie thing. You people are why the IWC fucking sucks and why nobody takes any of us seriously. Oh, yeah, man. Whoop that trick. Here we go. Big power slam to get. Oh, Nikki's on the apron. It's getting close. We'll see what happens. Oh, the big boot. Does anyone remember the jumping bomb angels? Certainly do. Okay, now what is Lash doing? Just twerking it up on the fucking top rope. They got her super over. So Nikki's fucking gone. She's out of it. So it's Lash or Nia or Stephanie. It's got to be Nia or Stephanie. If they had Lash win this, though, it would get her so fucking over. And the winner, I think, gets a shot at their brand's title. So I think Lash would get a shot at the NXT title. No, is that what makes sense? And we have someone from Raw, someone from SmackDown, and someone from NXT, by the way, which hopefully other people are pointing out, which makes it very compelling here and will sort of dictate a little bit about. Or what do you get a shot at if you win this? I totally forget. I totally forget. If Lash wins this thing, oh, Nia's gone. Oh, my God. They might push Lash to the moon. Now, when they release Jakara and not Lash, okay, they're going to push Lash to the fucking moon. You know that. You already knew they were going to from the reaction she got on SmackDown before. Apparently, people were really impressed and have been with her through and through. At the Performance Center and when she was on SmackDown a couple times there. I'm just surprised she didn't win the tag titles with Jakara first and then go on as a singles star, but it's not going to deter her, right? Super kick, boom. Yeah, so a title opportunity at Clash at Paris. So it's either going to be Stephanie gets the winner of tonight's match and does a stare down with her at the end of the show. Right? Or it's going to be Lash Legend wins this and I guess calls out JC Jane or Jordan Grace, and we get an NXT Women's World Title match on Clash at Paris. I think we're gonna get Stephanie winning. I think we're gonna get Stephanie winning this, and then she's gonna come out at the end of the show to stare down Io or Rhea. And I'm predicting Io. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, yeah, man. And it's over. It's over. Steph is her, dude. She's the fucking one, dude. Awesome. Steph is her, dude. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah, man. That was fucking amazing. Yeah, Jordan Grace got a bloody nose. It's not broken, but she's just like, you're so fucked, bitch. She posted that on Twitter about Blake. Wow. So we're going to get Stephanie versus Io Sky. If I had to bet on it, they're going to let them cook for the world title at Clash in Paris. It just makes sense. This PLE has been my favorite of the weekend so far. Goldberg Gunther, I think, was like an amazing moment. Like that match was awesome. But I don't know. I think this event stole it away so far. And like Io and Ripley's going to cook unless someone gets like hurt. But that doesn't ruin the event. That's outside of everyone's control, really, you know? So, yeah, some Anne Hathaway fan just said this women's division just told the IWC to go fuck itself.
English is not my first language.
It don't have to be your first language. Ah, there you go, dude. Everyone pops for that. English ain't my first language. Wrestling's my first language.
And everyone, before me and before us, because for that reason, now we can make history.
We got to, I think we're going to get Io and Stephanie just put on a fucking banger. So if I locked in Rhea, no, I switched it and locked in Io. Yeah, I'm glad I did. I think we get Io fucking and Stephanie just tear it down at Paris, dude. And the crowd's going to be, they're going to be fucking nuts, dude, for that match. Thomas Morford too says they're going to push Steph to the moon. Yeah, it's clear. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, I don't know. I'm not saying she beats Io, but I wouldn't be shocked if by Mania she's like winning a title, like a big title, World or WWE or something. And then to have Stephanie McMahon out there being like, "You're a winner." I just love Steph. She should have been on commentary. I think she should have done commentary. I think that would have been awesome. That would have been amazing. Just as the third one, just a third person on the booth, you know, and she's just there. I think that would have been better. That's my only critique would be they should have put Steph on So fireworks for her there. So the world champ's going to get fireworks too. And then Steph will come out. They'll face off. And then, yeah, no AJ Lee. WWE saying, fuck all that Mark shit. You're going to be a Mark for all this dope shit we have in our company already. Stop talking about other shit, you know? And that's super smart of them to do. Over 400 watching on X. Guys, consider clicking the link and coming and hanging out on youtube.com/@ProWrestleClips. Hit subscribe, hit like. Total viewers, we're at like 600 damn near. So on YouTube and X. So come on over if you're on X to YouTube. Hit like, hit subscribe. Consider becoming a member. Get access to my Monday shows. And yeah, I have a Patreon as well. Appreciate you guys. You can gift a membership too if you're feeling generous. But yeah, this has been... I love that Dave Meltzer talked all that shit, and I feel so vindicated and validated in this show was a success. And I mean, the perception of it from the fans already. We know Rhea and Io are going to crush. We already know. That just goes without saying. So, and they're already so over. So it's like, this is a fucking massive success, I would say. You know, unless somebody pulls their pants down, shits in the ring, and then someone dies in the ring right after. You know, that's the only way we could be like, well, that was not worth it, you know? Otherwise, this has been like a banger. Crowd's white hot, front to back, legends. And I think this was the event of the weekend, in my opinion. Here we go. Funny Marco. Cuervo! Dave's gonna be so triggered. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh shit, Dave is gonna be extra mad because Cuervo in the building supporting women's wrestling. Let's fucking go, Cuervo. Dude, come on, man. Come on, man. Cuervo's there supporting the fucking women's wrestling. Dave's gonna be so mad. Oh shit. Richard O'Brien for 5 says this event shows that the women deserve their own show. I mean, I think if you're good at doing all women's PLE, then why not do an all women's show? Well, where's the all men's show? I don't know. Don't worry about it, you know? But at the same time, I think keeping it, I say just for now, every year do an evolution. And then if it's a success for the next few years, do a women's show. Maybe a weekly show for Roku and YouTube or whatever, women's only, or what does Evolve on again? Tubi and YouTube exclusive women's show every week. Or maybe, I don't know. I think what made this so special is that this was the women's night to go and be like, we're going to go fucking shine. Like it's their moment, this one moment. If it was every week, then maybe it would get watered down. So you guys know, I'm a big fucking proponent of women's wrestling. And yeah, I'm just very, very pleased with this event. Although like I am a dude who like, if this was 5-10 years ago and you were like an all women's card, I'd be like, you know, I'm not going to lie. Everyone was like that. Maybe not 5. 5 is where it starts. Well, yeah, like 5 years ago, it really is like, I think some of these ladies are starting to get as over or more over as some of the dudes. And then now it's like irrefutable. The last 5 years, it's like a bunch of these women, and especially in NXT, like women run NXT. So it is what it is. Io is just... Stephanie Vaquer, I think, is coming for that slot of like, because you guys know how I feel about Io. I think at the at pro wrestling, at the physical aspect of what pro wrestling is, I think Io is the best in the world right now. I don't even think you can argue that. But I think Stephanie's going to come for that crown one day for sure. Once a year makes it more special. Yeah, I agree. Rhea and Vac Air have the star power to carry a weekly show for sure. And Julia and Asuka and everyone. But it's just, then are they off Raw? And then do a bunch of people stop watching Raw because their favorite women's stars aren't on it? That's the question you got to ask. And then does a bunch of the fan base go, oh, why is there no men's only cards? So I just think once a year for now. And then let's play it by ear, chat. Good things take time. Great things happen all at once. You know what I'm saying? Round ball rock, baby. I'd say Asuka's still number one, even if she has ballooned into a whale. Oh my God. Chat is so funny, dude. Lemon Lemming has become a new member with the fucking coping and seething picture there, which I love. Lemming, welcome, and welcome to the mayhem, dude. Enjoy the Member Monday shows you now have access to. I literally seen Pete name in other channels comments he literally causing issues. No, he causes no issues over here, right? Because that's what he wants. Like, he just wants everyone to like to just like freak out. No, you dumbass idiot motherfucker. So you don't do that. You just like explain with logic, and then it makes for an entertaining show for the listener because they can maybe hear shit from a perspective they haven't, you know? He sort of serves me up a little bit. I like it. You know, I do like when Pete does that. Was that Opie and Anthony car crash? You know it. You know it. Brian, you know, too many Cuervos on that show. I mean, can we talk CMLL? I only like Cuervo and Tijuana. Brian. So good. Here we go. Listen how over Rhea is, like Rover. Oh, a new poll. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Did I even do one for the last one? What was the last? Oh, the Battle Royal. So it was just like everyone fire off your fucking picks, right? So I will fix the new poll. I eat, sleep, breathe. Io Sky's music is like one of my favorite themes of all time in WWE. That just fits her vibe so well, too. Okay, there's a poll in the chat. Who do you think will win? Guys, there's almost 150 watching on the Clips channel, 84 likes. Guys, I'm so sorry. Joining us now on the show, a very special guest, Chris Jericho.
I look and see it's not just me. So many others have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spent our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Let it get wild. Yay!
There you go. Why? Why did I play that? Because we didn't get to 100 likes on the Clips channel, fools. It helps the algorithm. Got to run those up. Why? Just make sure you wash your hands. Uncle Dave studies. My eardrums have AIDS now. Study and learn. My fucking ears are bleeding. Jericho will come back. If we don't, he's around here. Okay, here we go. It's big money time. Big money match time. Listen to that fucking crowd. Here we go. I wanted to listen to Alicia Taylor give those excellent fucking... She's amazing at doing those intros. They're chanting for EO too. It's like split.
WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus. What was Trish's first singles match for a title in 18 years? And now Io Sky defends the women's world title against Rhea Bloody Ripley. Official Jessica Carr will look this match up, and we are...
Here we go.
Talk about the strategy of this, especially for Rhea Ripley, who's never beaten Io Sky. That's in her mind. It's in her... It's going to affect her mentally, perhaps. How does she get it out of her head? Ted Lasso won't be a goldfish. You've simply got to...
Here we go. Tie up. We're locked in. We're locked in, man. I've been waiting for this too because this is such an intriguing match. I'm truly curious. Yeah, and Alundra Blaze had the title she threw in the fucking trash. Y'all saw that, right? By the way, I don't know if I called it out actually, but Alundra Blaze was there, and I think I popped for Leilani Kai. And then Wrestling News Co. posted this like a real fucking sicko. But I'm going to unironically share it because, yes, shout her out legitimately. But Wrestling News Co. is such a pussy boy that whoever runs the account, he was like, shout out the first WWE female referee, Rita Chatterton.
Cover and a kick out, and she did the job. She picked up the victory. This is a must-win tonight, I believe, for Rhea Ripley. Not much of a games. Raquel, Night of Champions was a major momentum build-up, and this really is a momentum thing. It's got to believe a little differently when you look at those W's that have historically perhaps struggled with. That Io fans not competing. Attacking the mountains and right in the head of Rhea Ripley. Yeah, that one normally works, doesn't it? Not tonight, not against me. Only show of respect. Remember, it was Io Sky who chose to defend her title in Evolution against Rhea Ripley. But she wanted to face the best in the world. I'm sure the fact that she had also Rhea probably figured into that.
Here we go. Working Top Gal speed too, chat, right? Yeah, I would love to see, and then Asuka versus Io at SummerSlam, chat, right? Like, let's say she defends here, and of course, we're locked in the moment here, but we're just playing fantasy Mark Booker for a second, right? Because that's what we do here. Like, Io beats Rhea, fights Stephanie. They have a fucking classic in Paris. She beats Stephanie, and then her versus Asuka at SummerSlam. No, or is that too much? Or are they strapping up Rhea so that she can beat Steph and then fight who at SummerSlam? Like, this is a SummerSlam level match right here, for Christ's sakes. Now they're telling each other they respect each other. Richard O'Brien for 2 says, even Cornette has to say this PLE was awesome. I mean, he'll shit on it because he's old school, man. But again, that's his perspective. And that's totally fine. But I think he's been, if you guys have listened to him and his clips, like, he's come around on women's wrestling more too. It's hard not to when you got 2 women like this in there. And I think he's going to put over way more. I think he's going to shit all over the Battle Royal. I think he's going to shit all over it. And I think he's going to shit on Jade and Naomi. But I think he will put over mostly everything else, I bet. Shout out Jim Cornette and Mrs. C, by the way. We miss you here. Kick. Springboard moonsault. England is hungry for WrestleMania. Yeah, the only problem about doing it in London is that it's just about, like, there's so many things that go into it. And I think weather's one of them, you know, obviously. And yeah, there's just a lot of factors where I think what WWE is going to try and do. Sorry, I'm just locked in, man. That was a fucking head scissors roll up off the top or whatever. Is they're trying to get like Saudi and London and them to accept, like, just take a Rumble. They're 2 nights, take a SummerSlam. So the chance of us getting rained on is less in the UK or whatever, right? Like that sort of thing. So Saudi, I think, will get a WrestleMania just because they have the Bucks, and they'll pack the house, and the fucking means to get celebrities and shit out there is, I mean, they're there all the time. You get huge names there to watch, like fucking goofy ass. Oh man, what is that? Like what do you call that? A tiger feint head scissor? I can't even make a point. Sorry, I'm going to shut up and we're going to watch the match. I don't even know what I'm saying. What was I saying, chat? I don't know. This match is cooking. What was that? Like a tiger feint head scissor plant into the apron.
Dummy. Yeah.
I don't even know, dude.
We'll rule you.
This is a Mania main event. Yeah, this should just be SummerSlam. Like, what the fuck? They could rematch these two at SummerSlam. Damn, I should say that to Husey, dude. Because we were having a convo. But they've already wrestled a bunch. I just don't know. This is such a compelling match. I'm really just going to enjoy it. Bobby Means for 5 says, I believe this is setting the stage for Saraya. I could definitely see the loser of this match facing her at SummerSlam. Saraya facing someone? Oh, yeah, for like a non-title at SummerSlam? Hell yeah, I could see that too. Hopefully. But why is everybody so dead sure Paige is coming back like right away? I just don't know if that's... I think it will happen, but... Oh, my God. Just hammer through her. But, I mean, I'm not against that. I like what you're saying. So, just a big match for someone here, for Saraya, to get her back in the picture. Sure. Do you think Saraya's debuting tonight then? I don't know. I thought... I was convinced AJ Lee. She was shown in that video, and think about it. Think about this for a second, too. What's her name? What's her name exactly? I don't think Paige was shown, and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Paige was shown in the Evolution video. Paige, remember, she was the youngest person to win the Divas or the NXT Women's title. Went to the main roster in her debut, beat AJ Lee for the women's title. Made history. Right? Youngest to do that as well. For the Divas title, right? So, and I don't think she was in that Evolution vignette. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now between the pre-show and online. So, but AJ Lee was, and I was convinced she was going to be just like on commentary tonight or like doing Stephanie McMahon's job or whatever, like as I'm just going to stand with Testor. I was convinced it'd be something like that. Now, we didn't get that. Could Saraya be in the mix? I don't fucking know. I'd still be into it. But I thought, yeah, we were going to get AJ Lee for sure. And if Paige wasn't in that thing, then maybe that's the double swerve, though. Maybe that's why they didn't put her in the fucking thing, you know? Out of sight, out of mind. So, Yeah, Paige is a huge part of why women's wrestling became what it is today. King Dingaling, thank you for saying that. Some people might be like, oh, no, it's not. Dude, I'm telling you, I was falled out of WWE almost entirely. And it wasn't until someone sent me Emma versus Paige and some other shit. Like Bo Dallas was fighting Neville in ladder matches and shit. But it's like Paige and Emma is like what got me back into. I was like, dude, this Emma girl's so good. And she can wrestle this good. And her gimmick's like this trippy raver girl type thing. This is amazing. And like Paige was just such a unique look. Dusty saw it. My Raven, you're my dark Raven, you know, whatever you'd say to her. Saraya had a hilarious quote on CVV of what Dusty said to her as well. It's like, okay, Paige, baby, you're cutting a promo on Drew McIntyre. He's your ex-boyfriend and he stole your toaster or whatever. And that just fucking popped me so hard. That's such a Dusty thing. That's amazing. Dude, that fucking tornado DDT, though. EO is just the best in the world right now. And just Rhea's selling. This match has been amazing. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Has anyone sent you Paige versus Maddox and Woods? Oh my God.
You fucking mark!
Oh, dude. AJ pipe bomb is one of my favorite promos. Dude, AJ Lee's pipe bomb as well. Because Natty's shoot mad. You can tell. She's like, yo, you're not talking about me. Like, while Paige is going off. You can tell Natty's like, what the fuck? And the Bellas are relatively new, so they're just like, whatever, we're just selling for this. But I love that segment as well. German Ripley does the smart thing, rolls to the outside. And they didn't set up that like Ripley's the heel, but she is sort of the heel in this match, right? Like they sort of established like, I respect you. Oh, I'm going to bully you in the corner, then flex on you and fucking just smile in your face type shit. So they just established like EO's fighting from under and it's like, Ripley's like, I'm going to fucking roll out to avoid this and that, doing the heel shit. So it works. EO's so good, dude. She gets so fired up. Let's go. Here we go. The bullet train's coming. Bullet train attack, dude. Rhea Hogan gets a belt. She doesn't need book at Triple H. No, dude. Rhea Hogan is the dumbest shit. I hate when people say that. She's not even strapped up, But she's the most over star and is the most dominant fucking women's wrestler. They presented her that way. So it just, once they start like ruining fucking stories or keeping belts off people who shouldn't have them, she doesn't even have a fucking title right now. She hasn't for the last how long, Oh, she catches her. Oh, EO lands it. Oh. I want to see EO at one point at a WrestleMania drop the double stomp. In Japan, her finish was the moonsault into a stomp. I want to see that at Mania one time or like one time at an Evolution or like make a moment with that, Yeah, Rhea hasn't had a belt for 4 months. That's a long time. What is she going to hit her with? Yeah, like what's Meltzer going to rate all these matches? 5 out of 5 stars? What's he going to rate this? Because he hates women's wrestling, so the highest one will get like a 3.5. He'll rate the best match or something. And here's what I love too, the bit of psychology, because I was bitching, what is Gunther going to chop the shit out of Goldberg? He chopped Goldberg once. Goldberg like no ate it and no sold it, and he chopped the shit out of him. And then, so Goldberg agreed, yeah, I'll eat one. And then Gunther, Poison Rana. Oh, my God. But then the psychology was Gunther's like, well, fuck that. Just punch and kick him and attack his leg like he doesn't. Oh, this chop did nothing, you know? That was the psychology. So they just threw that in my face. Triple H listening confirmed. No, but they obviously thought of that before we did. And now Netflix is fucking up. 10 million, 30 million viewers, Brian, on Netflix. 10 million viewers plus 30%. That's why it's glitching out, Brian. What killed Charlotte wasn't all the titles. It was she lost when would hog the rematches until she won. Well, did you hear the crowd for tonight? I think maybe Charlotte got maybe the biggest reaction of the whole night, maybe second biggest reaction of the whole night for any individual, you know? Like in her spot during the match there. Oh, Io's like fucking, yeah. Crucifix bomb. Oh my God. Rhea just destroys these ladies like homicide when she crucifix bombs them. Sit out. Oh, huge kick out from Io. Here we go. Meltzer is still calculating the amount of stars to give the Omega versus Okada match. His calculator only has 11 spaces. I need to upgrade to a scientific calculator, Brian. Heels should be the only ones with the case, but then it's too predictable, you know? The Riptide. Io's getting out the back. Rear naked choke. She's got her hooks in. No, she didn't have her hooks in. She just had her feet crossed, which she shouldn't. Well, you can do, but if you're like against a real good jiu-jitsu guy, they know the fucking how you break out of that. Like with the feet. There's like a sort of amateurish figure 4 type submission you can do to someone when they have your back. You can set it up too if you use your hands to get their hooks out and then cross their legs for them, but then you risk the chance of getting choked. You're not fighting the arms, right? Oh, please don't die. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was crazy. Oh, drop kick Jessica. Oh my God. Oh, dude. Yeah, we're going to get some funky cash in or run out or the visual pin for Rhea. This will be like the first woman to kick out of a. So she won the title. It's the Hulk Hogan. Maybe you guys are right. Rhea Hogan might be a fucking thing. And Netflix is crashing. Time Cop. Omar for 2 says, Time Cop. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm thinking. We got to go back in time now. I'm going to be on a bit of a delay with you guys, I think. Because I don't know what's fucking happening here. It's frozen for a second. Time Cop. Jesus Christ, Netflix. Get your shit together. Yeah, for real. This is fucked. What the fuck, dude? I have to exit Netflix. It's like crashing. What the hell? What's going on, guys? You guys have to tell me What's going on now? Fucking Netflix. Oh my God. I can't believe that. 80 million viewers, Brian. Like, what the fuck? Craziness. Yeah, I'm just like a couple seconds behind. Now it's crystal clear and everything's good. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, see, like Rhea just can't beat Io is also sort of the story that's been told between the two, like for a long while now. And so we'll see. But guys, I was ahead of you guys, so maybe I'm like caught up to where you guys are. What's going on? Describe to me. She just spits. F1G P7 says, pay your internet bill, Phil. Well, clearly I fucking have one. I wouldn't be talking to you, asshole. No, what's up, buddy? I appreciate you. What time is it where you are in Australia, too? It's fucking 8 p.m. here. So is it like 8 in the morning there? And you're drinking tea and biscuits, feeling fucking tea and crumpets? What do you guys eat out there? Did a dingo eat your baby, dude? Is that why you're mad at me? No, I'm just saying. I love you. Crowd fight. Yeah, so for me, I'm in a crowd fight. So we're at the same spot. Maybe I was time cop before. Sorry, guys. What actually happened was I had to time cop back to where you all were because I was actually ahead. The time zones, it all triangulated, and I actually had to come back in time. And yeah, this is overbooked. I agree with chat. Crikey. I know. Yeah, my way. I know. Shout out Australia. Oh my goodness. Now this better play out the way. I mean, is it overbooked to shit though? Because they're just outside the ring doing crazy shit. Io just jumps off this fucking thing. And then they get back, and then Jessica Kakar's in there. But you'd think they just send out another ref is where it gets kind of silly. And there'd be a ref. There should be a ref out there like, guys, come on, get back in. And then they get back in, and then maybe that ref's there, and then Jessica Kakar wakes up or gets carried away or whatever. But yeah, maybe this is getting like there's shit, or like Nick Aldis, someone like, please, we don't want to end it in a DQ, like yell at the camera can hear, the fans can hear, you know, like, please, ladies, we want to end this, like, we want, you know, that sort of thing. That is probably the more appropriate way to do this. Almost 600 of you watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you're on X, come on over to YouTube. Subscribe to my goddamn channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos every day, or a live stream, or both. Become a member for 99 cents, and you get access to my Member Monday shows. Shout out the PWT universe for being here. So they're back in the ring. Yeah, Dave won't be able to wait to shit on this aspect of this match. I already know that. But there wasn't shenanigans in anything other than the Naomi match. Really, so, or am I forgetting? Yeah, then there was a battle royal. Oh my God, Jesus! Just like a sunset flip bomb to the outside. Jess was knocked back to evolve. Yeah, she comes out from under the ring as with a mask on as Calyx. Moonsault, and then Car's awake at the perfect time. Oh, she kicks out. Wow. Yo.
Oh, come on now, Eric.
This shit is wild. EO.
Genius in the sky as Rhea Ripley rolls out to the apron, perhaps saving herself. Russian blow like the Io Sky. Oh, expected for Paul. I'm quite sure what he's to do here. Dragging Rhea back to her feet. Trash talking Rhea.
Now EO's talking shit. They're headed to the top rope. I'm furiously tweeting. Oh, yeah, she's going to try and riptide her off the top. You're hearing Rhea? Yeah, you might be. It's probably a mix. I'm in Canada, bud. We hear things differently through the ice there, buddy. Dave will say Monet Tony was better. He will, absolutely. And, well, he might have an argument because in the middle there, that got very, like, we're going to go brawl and do all this crazy shit on the outside. Damn, holy shit. Now, this isn't like they false finished me to death and I'm like, it's going too long. This is like, this match has been fucking awesome. Oh, Naomi. Yeah. If she just teases, then doesn't do shit, though, that's some SmackDown bullshit I ain't trying to see right now. And she's super beat up after her match, so why now? I just don't know if this is the right time for her. Cash me in, she says. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's a triple threat, so no DQ. That's some bullshit right there, though, but at least WWE establishes that's in their rules. No DQ, so she... Oh! Oh, my God, she's gonna do it. Fuck Seth Rollins. No, not fuck him, but, like, because he's injured right now. But you guys know what I mean? Like, everyone was like, his cash in this weekend. Naomi just cashed it. And pulled the women's heist of the century. Box cutter Naomi, dude. Comes through, bloody nose and all after her fucking match, wins the world title. I told y'all she was getting a world strap. Like, this might be, like, she said it. She's like, I'm 37 and I fucking want to have a bunch of kids. So, like, she got fucking TikTok, man. You gotta, you know? So, I just think this is her last big year of, like, I could see she might drop it at SummerSlam. Who knows? So now, well, because Jade, hold up now, let me think. Because Jade gets a SummerSlam title match against now Naomi is who it is. So there you go. So the Jade Naomi shit has just begun. We've only just begun to live. It's more than the Fat Two Power guys. Stephanie and Naomi, like Stephanie McMahon and Naomi are tight, and she's super over with their family, like herself, on top of, like, man, she's been there a long time in a prominent position. So, and love her, you guys can love or hate the rules of a triple threat match in WWE, but they've established those rules time and time again. And Naomi waited for it to be announced. Here's the new bells ringing. It's a triple threat. Cracks her with the case. Like, it's the psychology behind that is amazing. And now we get Jade Naomi at SummerSlam, right? If my math is mathing right there. Michael Driard, it's still going to be Jade Tiffy. No, because what show is Jade on, technically? Like, this is the thing. So are we going to get Naomi Stephanie Vaquer at Clash? See, they need to just come and say directly, like, here's what show people are on and here's what belt they will go for if they win. Because let's say, like, it's like, okay, if Lash Legend won that Battle Royal, is it the NXT title or does she get to choose? That's what they're not making that part clear enough. But I love that, dude. Heist of the century right there. I mean, I thought this was an A+ show. I want to give this a round. This was, for me, the best show of the whole weekend. So I guess you can give me an L on that one as well, because what? Yeah, who did I pick? I mean, Io. So none of them won. Naomi won. I should have put Naomi Cash in. I should have fucking put that there. I should put that there for every women's title match, which I will start doing in the polls. But yeah, let's run through it, man. Battle Royal was pretty goddamn fun. Stephanie won. It got a little silly in the middle, but the beginning and end were great. Stephanie won. So she gets a shot at Clash at Paris. She's a Raw superstar, so I'm assuming Naomi. I'm just guessing, right? Naomi lost to Jade, but as I said on the show, it doesn't fucking matter because she's going to use that money in the bank to cash in at like SummerSlam and steal it from Jade. Now Jade is forced to chase Naomi, and Bianca Belair is somewhat back in the picture as well. Maybe possibly turning that match into a 3-way or something. We had the 4-way tag titles. Kevin Nash criticized Raquel Rodriguez and said she needs to learn how to work big. Well, Raquel ate a slap, got tagged in at the end, hit a fucking one-arm power bomb, got a pin, didn't even break a fucking sweat. So there you go, Nash, and I thought that was brilliant by her, and we read her response to his criticisms, and by golly, did she listen to those and fucking apply them. And yeah, the Judgment Day retains. I mean, that story is keep them draped in gold, and those ladies are going to keep those tag belts till Liv comes back. That's the move, unless they do the old Judgment Day jumble. Maybe they drop them for a bit, pick them back up right before Liv comes back. You know, that's the move, because it's got to be Roxanne and Raquel, and then they eventually turn on Liv and all that. I think that's the only way you go. The Intercontinental title match cooked. And by the way, all these matches were really great. Even the multi-woman tag match, which usually those matches are bullshit, let's be honest. So the triple threat was awesome. The finish was great with like the roll over backslide pin or whatever out of nowhere. That was sick. Jordan and JC made it off with the belt, and you know HBK sees a lot in her, and maybe that's, and then they, you know, the Blake Monroe heel turn happened, so that's awesome. We get Jordan and Blake eventually, and you know, JC keeps the title, and it was a solid match. That was probably, just being honest, my least favorite match of the show. But not shitting on it. Wasn't bad or anything. It's just the one that I wasn't as the heel turn was great at the end, but otherwise whatever. And I'm glad that happened on this platform though, with all of these ladies. The Tiffy versus Trishy, that match was so fucking good. Trish Stratus can still go, dude. Talk about not missing a step. She's awesome, and that match was great. And of course we knew like what time it was, you know. And then Io versus Rhea, amazing match. Got silly when they went out, but I'm not even gonna call it that because the refs knocked out. All I would have done differently, you send a ref out there to try and get them back, or like management to be like, guys, get, you know, but then they're just like fighting each other and shit, right? And then, and not even so that Io can dive on 12 people, because she just dove on Rhea fine. But what I'm saying is, like, you just kind of like, no, we want to end this like the right way, get it back in the ring. Like Pierce could be yelling that and shit. And then Carr's like, I'm good, I swear. Like she's then recovering moonsault once. I would have just maybe added that in there. But otherwise, I mean, that's why the ref goes down. Shit's supposed to happen when that happens, right? And then what else did we have? We had Naomi cashing in, heist of the century. She snitched the fucking title, bloody nose and all. I will rule you. And she made it a triple threat. Some people are going to boo-boo on that, but that's the rules that we know of WWE, man. Triple threats, no DQ. Okay, she waits till the bell rings, gloms Io with the case, tosses Rhea outside. Rhea still can't. Now, Rhea got the visual win over Io, right? So that gives her a shot maybe at Naomi down the line or something as well, or a rematch with Io, maybe not for the belt. But Rhea got the visual win, right? But she still has never actually been able to get one over on Io yet. Like Io constantly beats her. So it's interesting to say the least in that aspect as well. And then you have Naomi leaving with the title, which was the way to go. Like, what a moment and a shocker. And yeah, it's going to steal the headlines as well. And then Raw, there's going to be a payoff. Like, Naomi's going to be on Raw with that world title. And there's going to be more build. And we have that crazy gauntlet match. So they announced a gauntlet between Punk and like Penta and Breaker and a bunch of fucking people for Raw tomorrow as well, which we're going to watch on the Member Monday show. So make sure you guys become a member to this channel. It's only 99 cents per month, and you get the member show. And yeah, so I don't know. I think overall this was the best show on the whole weekend. And I can't remember what I rated. I gave All In Texas, like, I think I gave it a B- C+. I think I gave Great American Bash like a B+. Yeah, B+. I think I gave Saturday night's main event like a A-, and then I think I give this one an A+. Like, just hands down, I can say this was an A+, a benefit for everyone. No AJ Lee, but hopefully she returns down the line at SummerSlam. No Brie Bella. Hopefully I would like to see the Bellas versus Judgment Day and have Raquel and Roxanne beat the Bellas at Judgment Day, rather. That used to be the name of a pay-per-view at SummerSlam too. I would like to see that. I think that this was such a huge success, and I can't wait to see and hear the Meltzer Cope, which we will fucking cover most definitely on the show. Make sure you guys tune into the Monday member show. Make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday as well for the Dynamite After All In Texas, where we sort of react to the fallout and any news that might break from that as well. But overall, I give this show an A+. And I just think that Rhea and Io are big names and draws in and of themselves, and they can go have big money matches without necessarily having a title the way Naomi and Jade did tonight, the way some of these other ladies can do. And I had a blast with this. Arthur Jennings for 10 says, Phil, MVP of the weekend for over 12 hours of streaming. The ladies killed it tonight, and WWE mission accomplished. Evolution will take the spotlight of All In. Appreciate your work. Bro, I appreciate you. Thanks for supporting what I do. Yeah, dude, between today and yesterday, that's like over 12 hours and alone. And we're going live tomorrow for the members show, so make sure you get a membership because we're going to talk Raw and react to this gauntlet match, and they're going to go crazy with this Raw too, right? You guys got to remember, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They still have the one up to try and drown out any news. I haven't seen a lot of news from All In either. And not to say that's a good or a bad thing, but it's like I haven't seen a lot of news about like, oh, hey, like this guy even tweaked their knee, which is good. I don't want to see anyone hurt, but I haven't heard like, oh, Darby Allin's return means this. WBD came out and said Amazon was like the success of this. We haven't heard shit. There's no news. There was no backstage fights. There was no fucking anything, really. Really think about it. We're just talking about Evolution and really think about, other than I guess the Adam Cole retirement. That's a big thing, but it's just everyone saying how much they love Adam Cole, which who fucking doesn't, right? Like, he was awesome. Maybe some people don't, but I think he was awesome in NXT. He did great shit in ROH, and he did his shit in AEW, like right when he came in, he did some cool stuff, but then the injuries just kind of plagued him. But besides the Adam Cole thing, what is there that like anyone's really talking about? Like the IWC isn't even melting down over the Monet shit because half of them were wrong and they don't want to fucking talk about it really, but like no one's even really melting down about the Monet losing either, which I thought would cause more meltdowns than it has. But I just think WWE overall stole the spotlight, although I do think this was a successful weekend for AEW. I do believe that this should be considered a W for them, in my personal opinion. But I think, like, for anyone to try and say this Evolution show wasn't a success, they're fucking stupid idiots, and we cannot listen to people who say that. Because I mean, that crowd was the hottest crowd, I think, for the Evolution show. And look at all the legends, and Cuervo was there. I know Dave's going to blow a casket. George Capture for 5 says, all in all, a great weekend of wrestling. It absolutely was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, George, for your help too with all the bots. We got bot attacked big time over the weekend there on the Saturday show, as far as like illegal stream links to the fucking All In pay-per-view. That was the most I've ever seen for any wrestling event ever that I've streamed. Cashman for 2 says, thanks for the long weekend, Phil. Hey, thank you guys. Round of applause for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Listen, I'm going to get out of here, and one lady who wasn't featured, but I promise she'd pull up. We have Becca on God, B3CCA. I'll leave you guys with her. Thank you all for being here with me this weekend. Thank you all so much. The views, we hit milestones this weekend, everything. You guys are so fucking awesome and incredible. It's been a long one. I have a lot of editing to do, believe it or not, tonight. So I'm going to be up doing that. I'm going to watch LFG. Hugs, kisses, drink lots of water. It's hot. Be good to each other. Be kind. The sickos might need a hug after this one. Be Nice One says Jade is on SmackDown for 2. Thank you for that, actually. That's good clarity there. Very last minute, but she's on SmackDown. So there you go, bruv. I appreciate your support there. And so that means Jade will challenge Tiffy. So maybe you guys were right and I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumb asshole. And there you go.
Are you sure about that?
There you go. Dave hopefully will be half as humble as I am, as Phil is. Leader of the Filluminati. All hail the Filluminati and the Phildos. Flutes in the chat. Until next time, I bid you adieu, and I'll see you in the Upside Down, guys. Peace.
Fuck a bitch. We're about to get vile. I'm a prom queen, but I keep to myself, stacking high green. You're in debt to your health, AARP. Ain't shit owed but my wealth, and my oppie's getting dumber every day. Up in the gym, but I never need a witness. Tonic and gin, when I'm working on my fitness. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, yeah, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. I be flexing like the dudes high on tread, all natural. Better give her 10s. They say, Blondie, how you getting those abs? Hey, Bobby, let me call you a cab. Long legs, I'm a woman instead. My eggs, fertile, healthy, and femme. My trades, flowing free like the Thames. And my haters getting madder every day. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. Yeah.